Hello, everyone, and welcome to Commentaries Magic's presentation of. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Commentaries
Sorry, give me
Magic's
1 second.
presentation of. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I had the stream open in another window, and I was getting the echo off of Twitch, but we're good. The Adventure Pauper tournament of BABSCon 2023. I am, as always, Cursed Chords, and I have a guest. Sorry, with me.
I am occasionally Smithers.
Yeah, you're not my guest, you're Sim's guest. My apologies for that. Let me just quickly take us to the floor stream.
For the end of the tournament and for 9th place, thank you very much.
9 people. No, this is reserved for when someone's getting tilted and you just tear a package and start flicking the tilt at them.
Yeah, you should be looking at the feed live from BABSCon in San Francisco. I believe we are looking at 4 rounds, it was decided, coming up. And it is going to be our first Adventure Pauper tournament that's ever officially happened.
I believe last year at BABSCon was the first official adventure tournament, so it is appropriate that it also be the host for the first Pauper adventure.
Yep, and I can think of no more appropriate co-commentary to have, for what it's worth, than the, dare I say, creator of the adventure format yourself, Smithers.
You could say that.
Certainly most ardent supporter and proponent of it. For those who are unaware, Smithers was the first person to really push for the format of Equestrian Odysseys and onwards to be a thing that existed.
Indeed, which I largely did by playing my adventure legal Luna deck in Harmony tournaments.
Which you have continued to play, I think. Well, in adventure tournaments.
I have.
Unlike proper sort of normal Adventure Pauper isn't going to be dominated by how do you deal with Bluna and Bluna decks. Because she being an ultra rare, she's out.
Dealing with Bluna should be very simple. You call a judge and you say, my opponent has an illegal deck.
And that's all it is, yeah. But yeah, I believe they're reading out pairings right now, so we only have a little while to get through our intro.
What announcements?
Adventure, since becoming a real format, has grown pretty nicely. It is actually, I think, it almost gets as much play as Core does these days, perhaps even a little bit more. People seem to really like it, and we're going to get to see, well, the Pauper format of it today, at least.
Yeah, it does seem to have largely supplanted Harmony as the alternative format to Core. Not that Harmony tournaments have gone away entirely, but certainly there are fewer of them now.
Still see them on occasion, yes, but Adventure is you're missing a lot of the cards that people find somewhat annoying about Harmony, while keeping a lot of the older cards that people really, really liked, and were kind of the iconic cards during the game's heyday of the Equestrian Odysseys period.
It's often been described as Harmony, but minus some of the really dumb stuff.
Yeah. Now, granted, in Pauper, and I should just clarify for anyone who's never heard of the Pauper format before, what we mean by that is that you're not allowed to run any card of rarity rare or greater, so no rares, super rares, or ultra rares. That does, as we mentioned, it gets rid of the Bluna main and a lot of other well-known staples of the format, but also leaves in some interesting cards that exist.
Watch your language in the room. Stream is live, family friendly. Don't open your phone on camera.
I will just point out, for those who are aware, this is going to be the first adventure format, or Pauper adventure format run with Prize Wheel in. Prize Wheel was a full print and play supplement, but it does have rare cards in it. So just for the record, the rare cards out of Prize Wheel are Torch, Doctor Who's, and Outrageous Outfit. Everything else in Prize Wheel is fine for this event.
Then what does the bug pony know?
And I will be judging. So if you need a judge call, just yell judge.
Does mentioning Trixie still get Trixie taken out of the next set?
Always.
Sure, why not?
I thought it was only if the crop did it.
Yes, while the rarity of cards in print and play sets, of course, doesn't dictate actually how hard it is to get hold of them, because they're print and play, you don't have to go hunting through packs. They are still relevant for this event.
Yeah. And so those three, well, we haven't seen a whole lot of Torch in Core or Adventure, but Outrageous Outfit is a card that has enabled some interesting white shenanigans at several events. And Dr. Hooves has a fairly obvious application in kind of BRB in general, which I think Portal's rare too, right? Yeah.
Portal is also rare, yes.
Yeah. So
And Doctor Who's is Portal on legs.
Yeah. So still no BRB shenanigans in a Pauper tournament. But yes, we are. The floor staff is just going through the rules and format and getting the pairings run out right now, so we should be getting started here pretty soon. I don't know if I already said it, but we're looking at 4 rounds today.
Yep, I believe I heard there were 9 players for the tournament,
which is a pretty good showing for a Friday at a con.
Absolutely.
Let's say I don't think he goes by lunatic anymore.
I do on Reddit only because Reddit doesn't give me a way to change it.
And I'll do my best to keep track of the scores in the overlay. I was had a bit of a hard time with that on the last stream, so I'll do my best to keep those updated.
Where do you want to play our...
Sure.
Technically,
Let's see who we're going to be watching here.
You dropped the card, by the way. You don't need that.
Seems to be some people setting up now.
I have nothing to use but tokens, so.
No worries.
Does anyone here not have a copy?
We have a Chrysalis playmat on the left and a Chrysalis Vein on the right.
Yes, that's right.
Have copies of
The Queen has already begun taking over the stream.
the blast. Does anyone need one of these for any reason? Because you
I'll admit, one of the things I was interested to know was if anyone was going to be playing Bugfest in this tournament. You can't play it with the sort of Equestrian Odyssey's Ultra Rare Chrysalis main, which is the normal way of doing it, but there are other mains that are fine.
It's okay. I'm playing something that should not win.
I hope we see some badges here, so I can put these players' names up on stream. Oh, I saw that.
I'm just here to have fun because why not?
Okay, Scarlet on the right.
Okay.
Your eyesight must be better than mine. I couldn't make that out.
time is starting in 3 minutes. So here it is.
Other players' badges unfortunately turned around.
Ripple shuffling, unsleeved cards. It's great for them, I promise.
Oh, that's fine. None of them are holographic.
What we are seeing, well, as you mentioned, Chrysalis on the right, Yuna on the left. Yuna in normal adventure. Well, is it adventure or is it core? I Cheese played her in a control list a while back. I do not know if is that core or was it? Or I think that was core, right?
I don't remember.
In a Pauper event, she still should probably be pretty good. Obviously, it's not farm. There's never any farm in Pauper unless you try really, really hard.
You would have to try really hard for that.
But For some sort of kind of mid-rangey list where she's just boosting your face-offs, that would be kind of interesting.
Highest chooses. Alright. I guess I'll go second.
You'll go second? All right.
Choice to go second. That's always interesting.
Okay, we should write that.
Mm-hmm. Going second, a little more valuable with the new extra action token instead of an extra card.
Yep. See.
Sometimes that 3 action tokens on turn 1 can be really what you need.
Yeah, for sure.
No, sorry, 6.
Maybe a sign that he's going for a
I have a terrible hand. I'm gonna
slower, more reactionary deck, but
think that would have
see. Meanwhile, over on the right, I see a Siren's,
I can't do anything.
Scarlet's hand,
Just keep it.
which paired with his main makes me think he might be trying to play control.
It would be like, oh,
I mean, Chrysalis's ability on her boosted side is a rather
Great plan, actually.
controlling one, so it's not unsurprising to see her in this kind of list.
I haven't done a whole lot of play with her. Do you find that it's better to try to get her flipped over quickly, or to like get the rest of your board set up first?
I think you probably find you need to get the rest of your board set up first, because you're going to want to be able to keep her boosted by making more use out of her attacks and preventing your opponent from playing the 3 cards they need to turn her back down.
Right.
track my AT.
I don't think I've played any games with her. I've played a couple of games against her. And I've usually been fortunate enough to be playing with such low-cost cards that I was able to keep her mostly on her start side.
Right. And that may be, well, we'll see what our left player was able to do. Playing Yuna, you want cards with low flips, which are often cheap. You also... You will refresh me on what Yuna's flip condition is?
I believe you have to flip a low-powered card to boost her.
Right, yes. You flip a card with 3 power or less. And then you flip her over and she'll immediately double that card.
In fact, does she also, on her start side, double the number of cards that you flip? But you ignore one, maybe?
That may be right. Give me a second, let me look it up. Actually, I don't know if I want to open the browser window right now.
Yeah, I can go into Ponyhead and take a look.
Sure, thank you. Meanwhile, Scarlet is, let's see, yeah, opened with Rush Makeover into Apple Jewel, so orange-white. And as well as a Troublemaker.
Where I can play this card for free.
Yes, Yuna's start side. During face-offs involving this card, flip an additional card, then ignore one. When you flip a card with 3 or less printed power, you may turn this card over.
Play for free. When I move a card.
Okay. Yeah, so still very much a face-off lover of a main.
And Scarlet has conveniently played a Troublemaker there, so Yuna may have a chance to fight and get flipped early on.
Mm-hmm.
Reactions or Troublemaker?
Right.
All right, Troublemaker is Chrysalis. That one is the -1 to confront for each color or something?
Pay the 2.
This is-
Something like that? Yes, I think it helps you confront that problem by reducing its required in some way.
Right. This is going to be an exercise, I'm realizing, with many many cards we don't see very often.
That will confront for 1.
Nice.
And I believe we don't have a face-off because the Troublemaker's in the way. So
Exactly.
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't done this in forever, but I think I remember it.
1 point for Scarlet there. Takes us up to a 1-1 tie.
Confronting that problem with the help of the Meddler.
I will attempt to face off against it. Let's see.
Yes, -1 power for each trait among opposing characters.
So,
Yeah.
minus
Oh,
1
looks like our left player is going to forget about the extra flip he's got.
Problem. That's not the problem.
Oh, you're right. My bad. Okay, so you're at what right now? 8.
8.
All right, I lose that one. Swap it back.
Is Yuna's extra flip mandatory while you've got it?
I would assume so.
That did not work out for me.
Yep, that just says flip an additional card. There is no optional on it.
Okay.
Just put Brian into
So
Go ahead.
do we want to tell the floor about that?
If we can get them fast enough.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with these cards, so I need to stop and read them a second.
No worries.
I guess the players aren't familiar with the cards just as much as we aren't.
I think I'm just going to confront and pass. So I confront here.
All right, all good.
Yep.
All right, since you're at 2 now, it's +3. I mean, plus yeah. Draw for the turn.
All right. So we'll see. Given that they've proceeded past it, I think.
Her ability goes off. Since it's 3 or less, I can flip another.
Oh. Oh, is it only when you flip a 3 or less card?
It shouldn't be.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
Versus 7.
Like, given that we've proceeded past it now, I think they're probably just gonna.
Let's see.
And I mean, his main's gonna flip
I mean,
over
at this
now
point
anyway.
he's going to flip, so
Yeah.
Actually, I think we misplayed that one.
aha, he has just noticed as well.
When you flip this card 3 or less for a face-off, you may turn this card over. Okay. So technically, this flips over, and we don't flip this then.
Yes, you do.
Okay, your flip cards with 3 or less get double flip.
Oh no, he's already.
So technically, at the moment, it is only.
He was considering the extra flip for a tie, perhaps.
I think yes.
So we're putting cards back on top.
Ignore that flip. So we're only flipping one card. Well, you are flipping one card.
Right.
I flip this first. I'm ignoring it because her ability.
Okay. Right. Yes, that's right.
Do you want me to reshuffle since I know what that card is now?
No, because that's my fault for doing that.
Sure.
Okay.
So
And I think there was like,
technically
I don't know if there was a point scored.
Do you have any reactions?
No, he lost against Chrysalis, so nothing is
He lost the first time.
right. But
Scarlet
Scarlet has an
would have
extra
scored
point.
a second point for confronting.
So I defeat this for nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
And these go back any order we want.
And that was 0, so it is correct. Left player has 1 point. Scarlet has 2 points.
Yeah, sorry for the confusion.
It's all right.
I haven't played in
Reading is hard. I
a
get it.
couple years.
That's why I write fan fiction instead of read it now.
Oh, really?
Because I suck at reading.
Yes, left player confronted before the troublemaker turned up.
Yes.
I'll play
So meanwhile, yeah, we did have a prediction in chat that we might be looking at Pukwudgies over on the left, and it looks to be the case.
one problem face off. I flip
Doing CT the first Pukwudgie.
is double because 3 or less, so it's 2. I win the face off. I get nothing. Everything goes home. Yep, that's upside down. Alright, all yours.
We shall see how many more Pukwudgies join in and how big their power can get
Yep.
over the course of this game.
Yeah. As a reminder, yeah. So they are. It's +1 power for each Pukwudgie in play.
Each other.
Each other, yes. And you can have as many of them as you want. One would assume a good proportion of the deck over there will be Pukwudgies.
I think serious Pukwudgie list usually a lot, something like a third of the deck.
I can math. I was also
Non-serious Pukwudgie list, of course, a lot. The entire deck, except for one playset of the troublemaker.
Yep.
That's an interesting
His deck does look to be at least a normal size,
an obnoxious one.
so not memeing that hard.
Where X is the cards cost, if they don't, they cancel. So they pay double essentially?
Effectively, yeah.
Oh.
All right, and so Scarlet moved up his main, did pay the 3 to flip Chrysalis over. Fortunately, that does leave him 1 short of the confront on Mystery.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right.
I got nothing.
Gain 3 up to 4. Draw for turn.
All right. So that's going to leave our left player with 4 AT,
Let's see.
playing into a flipped Chrysalis. It's probably not enough to
Oh, my turn.
be able to, yeah, so just passing.
Pretty reasonable. I mean, 4 1-cost cards would be enough to turn Chrysalis back down.
But that probably wouldn't.
Or rather, 4 AT to play 3 1-cost cards.
Yes.
I meant.
Yeah. But even if he had that, that probably wouldn't confront a problem for him.
2 for snacks.
He'd just be paying 4 AT
And we're gonna choose orange.
to make his opponent pay 3 AT.
And pay the extra 1 for.
If he does want to play more puck wedgies, he certainly wants to not pay the tax on those, as they are a 3-cost friend.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do that turn in hindsight, but I've done it. So, you're up.
No worries. It's 3 up to 7 if I can find it. Sure.
Okay.
Okay, I will pay.
7 is... Wow, he actually does just pay 6 for a puck wedgie.
Alright.
An expensive critter.
And then I'll play one Troublemaker as well.
Okay.
That doesn't affect
So
trouble.
those are each... puck wedgie is 2 base, so that's 6 total over there.
That's the first card you play.
So also 1 short of confronting.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Also, chose... he had those 2 Bryans at home. Could have gotten rid of that snack stand. I don't know if that was just an oversight.
Oh, so this works.
No, yes, sorry.
No worries.
And we have the appearance of the Sirens.
Not my
Mhm.
strong point. I think that's it for me.
Uh,
That'll be
Super strong Troublemaker in Adventure. Probably even better in Pauper.
You are not at 7, so.
Nope.
Very powerful. It blocks 1 problem now, another problem later.
Sure.
You get 2 Troublemakers for the price of 1, essentially.
Puck wedgies. Alright.
So yes, I think Scarlet would have confronted
Regular
there.
puck wedgie.
Should be to 3.
Now they are 4 power each.
Puck wedgie Troublemaker. Yes.
Naturally, the Puck Wedgie Troublemaker. So now those Puck Wedgies friends are up to 4 power each.
And the Troublemaker is... It's doubled per puck wedgie, right?
The Troublemaker is...
I'm gonna attempt to
Wait. One of the cards only counts itself, and the other card type only counts both. I've forgotten which way around it is.
I can if I do this.
No, it's the Puck Wedgie friends actually still only 3 power because they don't count the Troublemaker.
Okay.
The Troublemaker is doubled twice because it does count the friend.
Gotcha. Right. So the
Remember
Troublemaker...
which way around it is.
Yeah. The Troublemaker is at 16 then.
Confusing part was this.
The
No, I just wanted to say
friends are still at 3, which is why he's moved up his main so that he's actually able to confront.
So 9.
And that's a 4 right now. Alright, I win it.
Yes.
That flipped Puck Wedgie, of course, 4 due to Luna's ability, not its own.
Right, so 1 point to confront, 1 for the face-off. I believe that takes our left player up to 4.
Reveal it and put it in your hand. I don't even know the deck well enough
Mhm.
to care, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
It's a starter deck. Whatever. When an opponent discards another random card. Okay, that would be cool with the right deck.
Just in case you missed the audio, I did hear Scarlet say that he was declining his mystery trigger.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that before, but it's new.
It's relatively.
Did I draw? I don't think I drew.
No.
Which, strictly speaking, I suppose he should have shuffled his deck anyway.
4 right now.
4, so I go to 4.
Yep.
That's a minor concern.
No, Mystery I Hope Hollow is an optional trigger.
Oh, it is? Okay. Fair
So
enough.
he is allowed to ignore it completely. Rarely done though.
Yeah, usually, whether it be a troublemaker or a resource like another snack stand,
Start with
or entry or whatever, there's usually something to find.
Even if there isn't a card with no requirement that you actually want, getting it out of your deck does make it just slightly more likely to draw the card with requirement that you do want.
okay, so
Mhm.
I'm gonna go 3 AT. That there.
Oh wow.
And then
Rarity, okay, that's the showy,
I think that will be my turn.
showy prepared one, I think.
Let's see, what should we do again?
That's +1 to move there.
Ooh, that's bad for me.
Yes, showy one and prepared.
Yeah, that is actually,
No, wait, I can't. 'cause
yeah,
I picked up
with
that.
Chrysalis in play,
I went-
showy is actually not awful at the moment.
Yeah, a good combination of taxes. You tax both playing new cards and moving existing ones.
We're going to exhaust snack stand. I don't know why I can't say that clearly. To play handy, and I'm going to utilize that to unexhaust it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Again, nice utility.
Yep. Handy, not
Effectively a free friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to
Look at what else he's got in his hand here.
exhaust it again.
Didn't hear what color he named with the snack stand before, but I guess it must have been orange.
Okay.
Which also unexhausts.
Oh my god.
It's a fine chain.
Mm-hmm.
You got the problem.
Yeah, I'm just debating what I want to do here.
Not enough orange we have in the chat. What's the requirement on Smolder? Is it 3?
One more point.
All right.
It could be.
I will play
3. And Aloe's color doesn't last and only last till the end of the turn.
her ability. I will.
Lotus, but yes.
Right. Then yes, he wouldn't. He didn't have enough requirement to play
Yes,
that.
he only has the 2 orange apple jewels at 1 each.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll see if they can correct that.
There's nothing wrong here. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
5. So let's see. The Puckwudgie is
And this time I'm actually pinging the correct tournament organizer.
+2. No, +3.
So
that's
let's
actually
see if this can actually get
beyond
addressed.
reasonable at this moment. So.
Yep. Let's see. That's a double. So 8, 16, 32.
Pretty sure missing color requirements is one of the most common misplays in this game.
Because that's only till the end of turn.
Yeah. Do you have enough orange to play that card?
Oh.
The deck has a lot of 1 and 2 cost cards,
You are right. I do not.
but it has a lot of no friends in my hand right now.
Completely missed that.
Yes.
So they did progress past that turn.
Well, I can easily have played Firelight,
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Then we're good.
and then
Okay.
it would have been 118.
There we go. That works.
Actually, would have exhausted that. I'm not going to worry about it.
That would be appropriate.
Good call. Thank you.
I think he scored a point that I Didn't
Not how I
track
would
of as
play
well.
that, but, it's okay. Thank you, Cheese. Okay. Oh, I still at the start of my turn. I think I'm just going to do nothing.
All right. Sounds good.
It's like,
So they're scoring another point for the confront.
Okay. I hope our left player remembers those Bryans he's got at home. That snack stand's been pretty useful for Charlotte so far this game.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's mostly using them. Think about protection. Oh,
There we go.
is he listening to the commentary?
Hope not.
No, I couldn't have used the stack sand to do that. Because it's not handy, and then I would have played smolder. So yeah.
Oh, this is on exhaust.
So that gets rid of any future chain of 3 friends until it
Mm-hmm.
draws another one.
I'll pay 2.
Play 2.
Let's move this over.
Okay.
Okay, yes, so that was a defend the hive for 2. All right.
Showy, though.
Leaves him with 2 AT left. Showy does not apply to that move.
Yes. Okay, so down 1 more.
Showy does not, but Chrysalis should.
He did pay the extra.
Okay.
AT, I will confront.
For
That-
Chrysalis,
That makes it more expensive than simply a single move with plus the Showy 1.
I take 1.
Yeah.
Card.
Then we flip.
well, I mean, you get to do it at immediate speed.
I flip a 6 because it's double.
Okay, so you have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are what?
They're plus 2 each, so
Plus
4
2
each.
each. So you have 16 total?
Let's see. Well, it's 6 plus 8, 14, 15, 16. Yeah.
Okay. I have 9.
All right, so just doing. I admit,
I think
again, I am
3.
not sure at all if the scores you're seeing on screen are correct. I think they're scored at 5. They're tied at 5 right now. The score sliders are off the stream, so I am
15, 16.
a bit blind on that.
So, I'm gonna do costume change. Which force you to flip a different.
Looks like we're seeing a face-off trick to try and
Or,
snatch
oh,
this
no.
point.
That is not how costume change works.
From your discard pile. Do you have a discard pile?
Yeah, this one.
So,
Yeah, so costume change
um,
flops a card from the discard pile into the flip zone.
Alright.
instead.
That
and
gets
then-
flipped as a 2 since it's doubles.
Right.
The card that was flipped goes into the discard.
Goes into
Yes,
your
okay.
discard.
Alright.
So now you're at what?
Let's see. That's 2 plus. That's 10, 11, 12.
12.
Up by 2.
And then combo meal to exhaust one of the Puckwudgies.
Alright. Alright, you win it.
Okay,
I did confront someone.
2 bonus. That's a pretty significant face-off to win.
I score 2,
Yep, worth playing your tricks on.
and
This is flipped.
I believe that takes Scarlet up to 7.
is that end of my turn? End of your turn? What is that?
End of your turn.
Okay, and that was
Your turn,
I don't have
so
to worry about it yet.
big home limit.
Cool.
Let's see. Make sure.
We are now plus 4.
Or wait, no, end of
Yes.
left player's turn.
8. And you need -2 confront opposing problems. Doesn't really help me with the.
All right, another 2 bonus. Yeah. I think Scarlet said it just then. With Puckwudgie over there, and Sirens for that matter, both players, I'm pretty sure, are just ignoring that problem deck. It basically doesn't exist at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we're going to go 2.
Yeah, the Puckwudgie Troublemaker is now at 3 doublings up to 32 power. So, don't think Scarlet will be fighting it the normal way anytime soon.
And there's not a whole bunch of ways to replace problems.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah, 13 minutes remaining.
The other
Pauper.
way in Pauper. Not that either of these players are playing pink anyway.
End of my turn, I retire Lotus. No, I'm gonna retire Firelight.
Alright. Draw.
Okay. 5 AT. Oh, that's a troublemaker. That may be another Puckwudgie, which would be a serious issue for.
Making sure. First non-troll maker. Okay, so.
It is quite a possibility.
Count. Alright, and I'll end my turn.
Okay. Back to 8.
Oh, he confronted that, or did he? He didn't, I think. Or wait, Rarity 3 power or 2?
No, I think that Verity is only 2 power.
Yeah, so that he wouldn't have confronted that turn.
Okay, that's obnoxious. I like it. In all the worst ways.
Oh no.
That's obnoxious. I like it. It's a good quote.
Playing a troublemaker, is that what I'm seeing here?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna build a
No, rarity disturbing the piece is a 3/3.
It's a 3. Okay, so he did confront.
Yep, that will be a confront.
Okay. Scratch that. I'm not gonna play that card. I'm just gonna sit here and take my point.
Okay.
And there's another confront.
Return.
Okay, so it takes him up to 9.
4 to 8. So, Pugwaji.
There it is.
And it is a Pukwudgie.
2 64 power Pukwudgies.
Yep.
If I'm reading right.
Pay 6.
That's
Doing
what I
the math
calculated.
2. Gordy Delicious. Targeting Pugwaji. Pugwaji.
Make them call that 128.
They're getting big. He's going to need some tricks.
Very big right
3 digits is generally outside of the range of what most decks can deal with.
Usually considered that.
I'm not sure this deck has any removal in it, so I might be out of choices here.
I honestly don't know.
I don't either. That's the fun part. I've never seen this deck.
Yep, go ahead.
12.
And the Pukwudgie friends are all at plus
So until I
3 now, right?
you are
5 power each?
Yes, they would be 5 power.
double
Right.
for each of them.
So,
Play
white-orange. I guess it's been said a few times. Scarlett said he's playing the Chrysalis starter deck. I don't know if there are dilemmas in that deck. That's basically his only option at this point.
pass the turn.
Alright. Getting 4 to 6. Draw. Let's see.
I'm not familiar with the construction of those decks, so
And then 1, 2, 3, 5,
there are not
6 right now.
orange or white dilemmas that very frequently see play in other decks.
Hmm.
Oh, pay 6.
So it's quite possible that
Probably.
Sim would have constructed this in a similar manner.
To dismiss your rarity. And to put 3 1/1 yellow tokens onto your side.
Ah, okay. That. Wait, is he? He would have had to pay 6 for that, right?
So now you have a whole bunch of 1/1s at home.
He should, yes. Unless he played a card that I missed this turn.
I don't think so.
I will attempt to confront.
Give credit to the left player. He is bit the bullet on Chrysalis a fair bit.
Alright, go ahead.
I think he just scored there.
I think so, yes.
So other than dilemmas, I don't know if are there any epics at all that you can play in Pauper?
Each other Pukwudgie. So
I don't
that's,
think so.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
yeah, so that's a
8, 16, 8, 16, 32, 64.
I can't think of any offhand.
no, it's each other, so it's 64. But still, way
Well,
beyond.
there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah.
I believe in
Still have no removal.
the What Are They Thinking stream, someone was playing Arimarsby as a way to prevent opposing troublemakers turning up.
See what we got here. Uh-huh.
Luffy, right? That's a good point. Yes, yes, that is
Better try than not at all.
capable of turning epic. That troublemaker. That's correct.
Yes, it's not printed epic, but it can be one.
There's that option. And then also there is removal. Removing the friend Pukwudgies
Unless I can
it will at least get you into a place where you can have a chance. I don't know if
I don't think there's actually
white and orange are not great colors for that. Yes, there's banish in white, a little bit of it.
Yeah, well, it's a starter deck.
A little bit, but there won't be very much of it, and you would need to remove. Even removing all 4 Pukwudgies brings the power down to 8.
Right, which is at least in the realm of
The
possibility.
right cards. That could get interesting. But no, it's not gonna.
He's going on a serious dig to see if he can find anything.
Cut it.
You can also so he is ahead.
Are you sure you want to?
And this is a Swiss game with time limits, so there's also the option of just playing troublemakers and trying to play control.
I can see it.
Okay. I guess we're done here.
No, instead he has decided to call the game there.
Fair enough. That is a legitimate response.
Helpful, Cheese.
When you're done with your
Forget to
game,
announce.
sign the, like, mark who won and sign the
So yeah,
match slip.
that's what Puckwudgies do if you don't have an option against them.
128 Pudwudgie power.
The last time I saw someone play Puckwudgies in a deck, the opponent pulled out a Raptor Razor
Oh wow,
and generated quite a lot of critters.
that would be a significant number of critters. Yeah. I don't generally bring hundreds of critter tokens to a con tournament.
No, I think they just said, okay, I've got 500 of them here and 500 of them there.
That's all right.
Remember it.
Yeah.
They're yours in the first place.
I should not have won that. I'm
Well,
confused.
you say that, but you did.
Yeah, that was not supposed to happen.
And yeah, Puckwudgie has the option of like
I'm so confused right
looking like an aggro deck until all of a sudden those troublemakers come in, and that's that.
now. You honestly had me at the very beginning. I could do nothing.
Would have been fine if I.
Once you have both problems locked down, you make things very difficult.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
Admittedly, like say blue and
No
yellow
removal. It's kind of hard.
would have more dilemmas.
Yeah, I completely agree with you.
I think what I really would have needed would be.
Oh, an anime in the chat points out that sneeze is uncommon. So for what it's worth, more removal options for white. Sneeze has never been a particularly great option,
Go for it.
but if that's all you got.
Let me return this.
That is how Pauper works sometimes, is you have to play with what's available.
So, I heard that we were 13 minutes on time a little while ago, so hopefully we won't have a huge gap between this game and our next one. Is there any,
See, I feel like this.
barring the decks we already saw, are there any decks that you're looking forward to seeing, Smithers?
I'm excited to see what exists at all because I've not played this format before. I've not seen decks for it other than Commentary's Magic stream last week.
Right. Oh, did they actually go through what they were playing in Pauper?
Yes, they did include their Pauper lists in the What Are They Thinking?
Well, I guess I have outed myself as someone who didn't watch the stream. For anyone in the chat who didn't, can you go through the decks then?
Oh,
Oh, I don't know if I can remember them.
the whole deck was.
Okay, fair enough.
So, I think.
Remember there was a Scootaloo blue deck?
Okay, good option, probably.
To the situation, it's
Yeah, with no blueness, but Scootaloo also provides a pretty good way of moving to problems quickly.
Terror of Limited for as long as people didn't ban her.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Card rarities anymore. I haven't played in so long.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
There are large cards.
Yes, at the times when we were using the pack drafters from Marks in Time, pretty much play Scootaloo or give up.
Yep. That was a, for what it's worth, that was a cool idea on Enterplay's part.
Fair enough.
With Marks in Time
Yes.
being the set that had those three mains. bit of a shame we never got anything kind of similar to that.
Yeah, the product was a neat idea.
But you're
that was the last time they sold any product other than packs, I think, because there were no more theme decks after that point.
you're correct. Yes.
So the thing about it is I think the thing to do is because it only affects your first card each turn.
Yeah.
You play a low cost card.
But yes, I learned from my mistake from last year's BABSCon, where I didn't watch the What Are They Thinking stream, and I was actually there playing.
Right.
And my first game was against Arakat, who was playing Luna Farm.
Mm-hmm.
I did not sideboard for a game against Farm.
Yeah, and I hadn't even read her boosted side before we started.
I said afterwards, I joked afterwards, I missed the memo where I see a Luna main and I'm supposed to expect Farm.
Yep.
And then as soon as I said that, I remembered there was a memo.
I wasn't sure, but I don't have cards. Here, have a starter deck.
Yep. I mean, to be fair to you, it's not an incorrect assumption to make.
I usually don't
Generally,
cons other than Everfree, so this is new.
I guess if your opponent is not named Arakat.
If your opponent is not Arakat.
Oh, for the first.
And he has brought the same deck this year, so we'll see if catches anyone else out the same way.
It's certainly possible.
I'm going to talk about on stream.
You gonna be at Everfree later on?
To that matter, I'm not going to be around for the Pauper adventure tournament tomorrow. But
I'll see you there.
Yeah.
there's that to look forward to. I don't know what deck Bugle brought.
Everfree confirmed.
I know he is there at the con. I'm interested to see. I guess I'll see after the event, but what he brought.
But hey, at least I had enough AT to mill my deck, right?
That was, oh my god. I've never seen anyone do that before.
Bugle has been known to come up with some exciting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, it was pretty hard, like, situation.
So I'm sure we'll have fun watching that.
You would have to put everything onto one pile.
Yeah.
And reading the results.
Right, and without the removal, like the best chance I had would have been abusing Handy. I think to get the.
For those not aware, just in case anyone missed it, the times for the stream are in Discord. But the main adventure tournament will be tomorrow. It is what is that? 3 p.m. Pacific time. That's 5 p.m. for me. Not that I'll be watching. And is that like sometime in the middle of the night for you?
11 p.m. for me.
Right.
Over on my side of the pond.
But 30 power doesn't scratch 128.
Are you still going to be staying up to see it?
And I probably would have played.
Oh yeah, I will still be up. I will still be here. I don't have work again until Tuesday, so I've got time to recover my sleep schedule.
Right. I ask you that, knowing fully well that you're going to be doing commentary. Like.
Yeah.
No, I'll just commentate while I'm asleep. It's fine. I'm sure I can make that work.
Well, we appreciate your dedication and putting in the effort for that.
I think I would enjoy if I was still collecting the cards. It's different, but
So we did hear time and round called there. Means we have at most 5 minutes and then some time to get the ratings calculated. Probably around 7-8 minutes maximum. Depends on if anyone's playing control.
Yeah. Other matches may have gone to time, and then you still have to collect in the match slips, compute the new pairings, hand them out,
Mm-hmm.
and find out who's willing to appear on the camera again.
Yep.
Completely understandable. I would probably have done the same thing. Because I remember getting into, like...
So we've had, it was Park Budgies and Chrysalis Handy.
That's a distinct bad thing.
Yeah.
That means we can cross off yellow, orange, and white. Do you think we'll get through all the colors?
And my cards were in the trunk of
Well, we're already halfway there in one game, so there's a reasonable chance.
We know there's Scootaloo coming, so that's blue. All that's left is purple and pink, which usually a good bet. You'll see some of that around.
I'm pretty sure there was some purple from Sim. I don't remember if I saw any pink.
That's painful.
Skystar being such a strong and versatile main, I would just kind of generally assume there's at least one deck there that's using her.
It was just parked there. Yeah, it was bad.
Puck budgie deck, you're wrong. Who's playing puck buddies?
Kevin has yellow.
Oh, you're actually running the puck buddies?
Yes.
Alright, we got all 6 colors represented. Good.
Oh,
Oh, geez, there we go. Grandpa's answered it for us.
Excellent news.
There goes all the tension.
Moving into round 2.
Yeah, spoilers.
I didn't have enough to go full meme.
Can I step out for a minute before we start that?
Sure.
Yes.
Oh my god. But yeah, I spent like 6 HP trying to draw her. I think I want to draw the snacks hand from the list. I don't think you need 3.
All right, I think I heard Ivory say that he wanted to take a quick break before start of round 2, but they'll probably
What, 20 something?
16.
still do the pairings and such.
I had over 20 cards in my hand at the end.
So then I would agree that you only need.
Yeah, they can get everyone else set up and ready to go. Ivory is experienced enough that he should be able to do that quickly when he gets back.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
With 2 apple blooms, you only need 3.
Like,
Or sorry, you only need 2 sometimes.
I think I had answers to dealing with everything as long as.
And I will just take this opportunity as well to thank everybody in Twitch chat right now who's taking some time out of their afternoon or evening or sleep, like Smithers here.
Like from what I can tell from the deck, like you can handle.
Thank you for heading out, and we'll
I mean, it's a starter deck, so.
and for noticing and giving us the pointers for the things that we miss, for sure. That was a game that I think
I don't know. I don't really have a proper context. For
almost all the cards there were ones that I
so.
had to think for a second at least to remember the costs and requirements and names.
The starter decks were back in the day.
Oh yeah, easy.
On stream, we have Sokol versus Grandpa.
All right.
Table 2. Kevin versus Matt.
Speaking of grand pause, I've just found the links to deck lists in the YouTube video for What Are They Thinking, so we can see GP will be playing Princess Cadence Orange.
Oh, right, that
So
Cadence.
that would be our introduction to Pink.
Okay, all right. Yeah, Cadence should be a strong main in Pauper. So that makes sense. You said with orange, right?
I did.
Right. And Sokol, the opponent, I find myself wondering, is he just going to be playing the same deck as usual? He can play a good proportion of that deck still in Pauper.
Oh, sure.
Actually,
I do see Solano main.
This goes out.
I can never remember who's who and what decks they play.
So how many of you are running that?
Huh?
How many of you are running that?
3 of us? Max is running.
Well, yeah. Sokol is the one famous for Solano
So there's only
Tempest.
one more possibility you play it again.
Ah, yes.
That's it. After that, you're golden.
Well, I don't think he can play that. Tempest isn't a rare.
Tempest is, I mean, so there was the foil version of her. She might have been a rare. I don't.
Oh yes, she was the pre-release promo as well.
Yeah.
Gave me 4 HP for a fantastic turn 1 clip. And you had no friends.
Okay.
And then I had no friends after that.
Tempest TM is rare. Okay, so it won't be that.
I'm gonna keep the turn 1.
Or at least not that way. Are there other ways to turn your main back over? Not any easy ones, I don't think.
I don't think so.
I also went first. And
Sure. I mean, it's nice when that happens.
well, yeah, you probably heard it's 418.
Are you running a second chance?
There's a Fluttershy friend that turns your main over, but I think it's
I think
also a rare.
yeah, and I think that one only goes to the boosted side, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe I tried to construct combo shenanigans that put my main back to start side with it before.
Yeah, okay,
Are those not priced?
possible.
You sold the ones that had the price tag on them.
I'm just most familiar with using it to force Derpy over to her boosted side.
Yeah, 6 is standard.
That was when Backup Vocals, I think, is the name.
Backup vocals, yes, that's the name.
That was when it suddenly came out of the woodwork
Let's roll.
and became a card to remember again.
Right. So yes, so Sokol is not going to be playing that deck.
11.
Uh,
I will opt to go first.
Okay. Grandpa's chooses to go first, to the sort of more traditional choice. But yeah, it's going to be blue something else.
I mean, Seleno is a perfectly viable main for a regular aggro deck. She can boost herself very easily, scores you 2 extra points while you do it.
I saw 3 dilemmas in Sokol's opening hand there, which is
Single sea pony. Ooh,
quite a choice.
yeah. Maybe not so much.
It's quite heavy on them.
Also, here, badges, hi.
Yeah, hey.
Alright. Let's see Blue do the zoom zooms. 2 action tokens.
Okay. Get more friends there at least.
Party Mega Hub. Yes.
Oof. Party Mare start. What an opener for Grandpa's.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Good, a good snowball to get rolling as quickly as you can.
Cool.
Yep. Well, Sokol might. Well, yeah. Blue will have ways to frighten her, but no way to get rid of her completely. Left unchecked.
I need to actually
Party American dominate games.
hold it so people can see it. That's. I wonder how the glare is. Ooh, marbles.
Oh.
A bunch of these got.
Playing at a home, of course, guarantees that you will get that Traveller
Mhm.
token on the first available possibility.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You can take your turn.
And Circle starting off by scoring 2 points for Seleno.
Problem?
Mhm.
No problem. Oh, oops. Makes that easy. Draw for turn.
Do appreciate Grandpa's using those nice big dice. No ambiguity in what we see.
Very helpful.
Yep. 4 AT, 3 pink. I saw some orange in his hand. Cadence, you need to like just play 2 friends to flip her, right?
Thinking.
No, you have to be about to retire friends for home limits.
Right, that's right. Okay.
Yes, if you would retire friends for home limit, you put as many of them as you want, as many friends as you want into your hand instead.
Right. Jeez, I am
and turn her over.
out of practice, I am seeing.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. Cadence?
And she has the nice low home limit of 2 to enable you to do that.
Yeah.
I've exhausted a card. Bonbon into play for 1.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, using the singing barrel exhaust
Okay, yeah.
to get Bonbon into play. That's an idea.
Very nice trick. Because you get the
Score phase.
I was going to say you get the requirement at the same time, but you don't actually need the requirement if you're playing her for that ability.
Yeah, if you can use the requirement to do something to like play something else even more, then that's wonderful.
Someone's pinging.
Yes, if you had a third color in your deck, you could name that with Barrel, then play Bonbon,
Someone is pinging.
or put Bonbon into play at least.
Mm-hmm.
Are they yelling at us?
Although, while as long as Cadence is still only on her start side, the barrel doesn't provide that much color.
Well, he does have Buckball, so
You were
2.
at 1, weren't you?
Sorry?
You had 1 AT bank.
That's fair.
You should be at 4. Unless you paid to draw. Have you paid to draw?
No, I didn't.
Okay. You had 1 AT banked because you were at 3 on your first turn.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out.
No, you're good.
Okay, so
All right.
I guess that's helpful.
So, he's only flipped his main so far.
Just to have to redo it all, right?
Got a Loyal Pony in hand.
Okay, so, and you're at no AT?
I'm at no AT.
Okay. Cool.
We could
There's no
go for the single face-off here.
Okay. Yeah, so I will do Loyal Pony.
But yeah, he's going to go... well, if you
Oh,
can
he's
double,
going to go for double.
then sure, why not? Yeah.
Okay. And score phase.
Go for it.
Okay, 1 and 1.
Yep. Flips.
Interestingly enough, this doesn't just give Grandpa's an easy flip because that party mare is going to not be at home at the end of his turn.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, you're good. Or I'm at 10.
Yep.
That's fine.
One more.
Yes.
5.
Okay.
If he does want to flip, it's possible he might play another friend to home, or he might be continuing to play friends to problems and
Is it all BABSCon?
just count on that happening over time.
Okay.
Mhm.
My pocket has been vibrating for like a minute straight.
And that takes Sokol up to 5 points with that DFO. Pretty solid
No AT?
No.
Excellent.
lead.
3 action tokens. Party
Aggro deck going to start fast.
Good catch, Grandpa's.
Even. Mine. Treble. Draw for turn.
Party man out to 3 power.
Interesting.
He's got his Rex online. He has no real need for the card draw that Cadence gives him, so may as well just no need to specifically.
There's no need to pay for it if it's going to happen eventually, and he's already met the pink requirement for that problem, so would be it's potentially an easy confront for him.
Mhm.
DJ Pony.
DJ. That is the one that dismisses exhausted stuff.
Yep, it is exhaust to dismiss an exhausted thing
Nothing. At the end
at the main phase.
of friends in excess of my home limit, I will bounce.
Yes, and he
And then
played that to home. Okay, flip his main over. Makes sense.
So he is going to specifically and intentionally boost cadence.
it's fine.
Mhm.
Don't worry about
Yeah, so the one thing that he does potentially need, like as I mentioned, not necessarily the card draw, but the +1 power counters Cadence generates, will be useful to gain some tempo, being behind as he is.
Oh, yeah, that was the issue I was
Yeah, she does just provide a general purpose get your friends bigger.
few resources, and as you saw, this main really wants friends.
3 AT. Sokol playing blue. You know you're going for a confront or a face-off or something, because that's what blue does.
Tricky to do with 3 action tokens only at this point, so
Yeah,
I'm going to
might
bank.
just bank. Yep.
I got slow all of a sudden. So
There's a fine start.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Gain 4. Or gain 3, rather. Up to 4. Even. Odd.
shouldn't be afraid to bank in a aggro deck.
Stays where it is.
It's better to get 1 double confront than 2 single confronts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a thing. Kind of.
So Daisy Lily and Roseluck are like, when a thing exhausts, you dismiss them, right?
Bailout.
I think we'll find out.
Yes, I think so.
And will eat Rainbow Dash Loyal Pony. Or will exhaust Rainbow Dash Loyal Pony. That does cost me 1. I will then
Yes, when an opposing friend or resource becomes exhausted, you may exhaust this to dismiss it.
Right. But it makes sense to use DJ instead, because that's the harder one to use.
That is the main phase ability rather than
and the
on a trigger.
less reactive one. Yeah.
1AT to activate pirate ship. Move the main. And let's go to Scoreface. Yeah. That's okay? Yeah.
Okay.
Confront tough call.
Yep.
Okay. And trigger tough call, draw a card. Okay, cool. Pass the turn.
Okay. Confront, I believe, yeah, takes Grandpa's up to 2. You got rid of Loyal Pony, which, yeah, I mean, that's a card to get rid of.
I don't like the counts of this.
One would assume Grandpa's probably has a good amount of exhaust tricks in there, given the cards he's got in play right now. So he's gonna be playing the control probably for a while now.
Yeah, we already saw bailout. There are plenty more immediate exhaust effects in orange to that he could use.
Combo meal. Heatwave is good too, isn't it?
Heatwave isn't, but the reformed Heatwave is fine.
Oh, right. Yeah. Melted.
Melted expectations.
Stop fighting on that. Sure. Go on.
Yep. That makes sense if he's going to make a play. Stops the immediate speed exhaust that Grandpa's might be having from fighting so hard.
Yeah, the immediate exhaust would still be exhaust, but it's no longer dismissal.
Good. Down to 3.
3 to play.
Okay, sure. Sounds good. Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Your turn.
Okay. Does it bring you to 6?
Yep.
Okay, got it. So gaining 4 up to 5.
Right, yeah.
Ready,
Simple confront.
Party mare. Even odd. If it's an odd, it will move this time. And trigger traveler. Draw. Oh, okay.
That is one of the interesting things about playing Party Mare is how much your game plan needs to be able to change on a whim. Party Mare moved over there. Oh, guess we're trying to confront that problem now. Yeah.
Unless you want to pay the 2 to move her back.
Or 1, I guess, in this case.
Or 1 and pirate ship.
Trigger traveler, trigger follow my lead, get it back to my discard.
And you get back the cards you discarded for bailout as well.
Good old follow my lead.
Spend
Keeping up with the age-old white tradition of going in decks, but not actually getting played.
Exhaust Apple Bloom, discard follow my lead, pay 1 less for next card this turn. Haven Bay.
Yeah, like Aloe, which I believe at VPE it was finally agreed that she is white.
Gee, this is Are we sure this is a Pauper deck? This kind of looks like regular Adventure Constructed. And these are all cards that kind of normally go in the Lyra Pink Adventure deck. Admittedly, with Lyra main, not Cadence, but.
Yeah. Okay. Tough call, confront, trigger tough call.
Yeah, apart from the choice of the main, these are all good cards and a deck that's looking pretty strong.
Yep.
Still banking that 180 and potentially, therefore, some kind of trick. Daisy, Lily, and Roseluck now back online and safe from Stop fighting.
With the extra power counter, yes, that is important. And as Grandpa's was shuffling his hand there, I did see a combo meal in there, so it is ready as need be.
21 minutes remain. 21.
Thank you.
Okay, Charlie Brown.
Well, if you're Sokol, 4 AT, you are still ahead, 6-3. He's gonna swing for the fences. Dilemma.
Okay, sounds good. Okay.
Guess you may as well. You are confronting that problem already.
Score phase.
Sometimes in this kind of situation, you have to go for the confront anyway, even if you know they're going to stop it, just to wear through their resources.
Spend one action token to play Princess Combo Meal, exhausting the wildfire there at that problem, and triggering Daisy Lily and Rose Luck to dismiss it.
All right.
Front step there is fine.
So that stops the confront.
Okay.
All right.
Ready. Party mare. We're gonna do.
It's interesting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That
6.
that dilemma being in play introduces some extra uncertainty to Party Mare.
Here, triggers Traveler.
She's now even more likely to move,
From that,
Well, yeah, that's the
so
downside.
you have less idea
draw for
where.
That may have just Grandpa's might be looking at a triple confront here, given the way that went.
Exhaust Apple Bloom. Discard Follow My Lead. Pay one less. Let's play.
That's possible, but unless he needs to, he seems more likely to go for the
Honest Pony for 1.
cheapest option.
3 action tokens now. Who will exhaust Wildfire there?
Yep, so that's going to be exhaust. DJ to get rid of it. Or thing.
It's 4.
Like if he plays one more card, then he gets the power counters from Cadence or the draw.
Exhaust Pirate Ship.
He's looking to move something.
Haven Bay.
Yeah, Haven Bay for the Traveler and draw.
Exhaust Haven Bay. Draw a card. Let's see. Traveler, and then that's through the orders on this.
So
Before I draw, I'll put back Follow My Lead.
that means he is because Haven Bay is stubborn. That means he is confronting Tough Call now as well.
Yep.
Okay. Let's go to Scoreface. Okay. I'd like to confront Washout's performance. Yep. Okay. I'd like to confront Tough Call.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll trigger Tough Call's ability to draw a card. Okay. Face off.
2 points in play for the bonus.
I'm up in power. Responses?
How much power?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus.
I think it's likely he's going to win this one.
Versus 8.
Yeah, you'd need a pretty big trick.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Score 2 points.
Points, I believe that. Yeah, that puts Grandpa's ahead. Or wait, are they tied?
Kids comes home. 1, 2, 3.
I can't tell.
5 for home limit to get rid of Honest Pony.
I believe Sokol's at 6. So I think,
1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm still.
yeah, because he just passed without confronting that turn. So it is Grandpa's 7, Sokol 6.
I really like.
Yeah, Grandpa's at 7.
I really like a lot of these. Okay, I'll get rid of DJ. DJ's done her work.
All right, choosing. Yeah,
Okay.
getting rid of DJ makes sense.
Pass the turn.
As long as you can keep the Daisy Lily and Rose Luck and you don't need both of them in the same turn cycle.
But yeah, at this point, CP has got, well, yeah, he's got his kind of control tools online. in that Daisy Lily and Roseluck. And he's got that sort of momentum of the Party Mare. Party Mare and Haven Bay. Worth pointing out. Both really strong kind of momentum cards.
Mm-hmm. With Party Mare doing it for free and will be up to 7 power, so able to confront pretty much anything on her own.
Yeah. Sokol can at least kind of blunt that with a frighten effect. Well, other than stop fighting, he'd be able to take off those counters.
Lyra. Okay, let's see if Lyra works. Lyra has no text.
As
Lyra does not work.
Yeah, Lyra just doesn't work.
Okay. Fantastic.
Lyra never works. You can have one resource in your deck and you know she's going to hit it.
It's true, yeah. She wouldn't even work in the Fuckwudgie deck.
Pirate ship.
Yep.
Pool.
That's fine.
It's not great. Score phase.
Score phase is fine.
One.
Okay. Ready.
Grand Paul's probably still having a trick there, but
Yep.
making his choices on when to fire it.
Single point is not that big of a deal. The game state as it is.
I don't have follow my lead in my discard pile. Draw for turn.
That's another 2. That's
Now,
Discard follow my lead.
if Sokol is able to take a face-off unexpectedly, that could give him a nice kind of boost into things. It's going to be... he's at 4 out of 5 needed, so he needs to move one more thing up there. Yeah, this is the thing, though. It's going to be DFOs all the time for Grandpa's now.
No, Judge, you find a pen.
I'm sensing hostility.
Yes, unless Sokol can find a non-power limited frighten effect, those two friends are quite capable of double confronting frequently.
I think that's the Diligent Granny Smith.
That's the yeah, 3 power Diligent 3. A lot of 3s on that card. I think it's 3 requirements as well.
Yeah, and it's going to be 3 plus some power counters here soon too.
Targets, though.
Yeah.
A lot of good targets.
Yeah, as soon as you win your first face-off with this Granny Smith, you've got a big friend.
11 if we do this, that's fine.
I say you've got a big friend. She'll still be smaller than
Than Party Mare.
Party Mare.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Go to score phase.
Sure.
I'd like to attempt lacking.
Yep.
Okay. We'll attempt over here.
Yep.
Okay. Face off. And just a 1 this time. Yep, you're at 9. I'm still up in power. Responses?
Yeah, because that's
7,
10.
13, 14 versus 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bigger these friends get, the chances of Sokol stealing a face-off get smaller.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, so Anamai points out Sophocles attack being uncommon. That's
Well, I got one too.
one of the few ways out of this situation.
I am once again in excess of my hand limit. So
That is an available frighten.
I could be rude, and it's so bad though. I don't really feel like being rude. All right.
Grandpa's agonizing over cards to discard at the end of his turn.
Sure.
Except, I guess, my main, but...
And he has a follower my lead, so that
He
would be an
does.
easy one.
Yeah.
More a meme than anything else, but like, you know what? But I really want to get rid of. Yeah.
I think we only have have one
Oh,
more go
yeah.
around, and it's not gonna be
Professor Rainbow Dash is also online as a frighten. Yeah, so that's also
Yeah,
a
now
good
that we're up
option.
to 7 points.
Play control and like get my stuff frightened. This is frustrating. Why did we not give Kate this homework 5? I think we actually tested her with homework 5.
He's agonizing over home limit as well.
Wow, this feels really bad. Bye, Granny.
Wow.
I don't think she belongs in here. I think she's a meme card. It's fine. At least in this situation. Go ahead.
I think you still have a lot more control than I do.
I do.
Especially with those 3 AT.
I think Granny Smith just became a win more in this case. So
That is not a friend.
It's fine.
Yeah, that definitely does feel bad to have paid 3 for Granny Smith and not really get advantage out of the Diligent and just get rid of it.
Get her up to 6 power and then get rid of it again straight away.
Even if, like...
But yeah, Haven Bay will be up to 5 power with the next move and is still providing the card draw. Party Bear is still moving for 3 and is even bigger. So those are the friends that are best to be moving and confronting with.
Yep.
There's no need for Granny Smith.
And then
you retired her.
And I was like, this is the worst card.
Telling you, smart cookie.
No, I lost this a few turns ago.
Yeah,
this is.
He's had a very slow start.
Yeah, if you are
I don't think I had really
Sokol,
sort of,
like yeah, your deck is all about momentum and
so that
speed
is,
and
And Lyra didn't cooperate.
At the moment, he doesn't have any.
yeah.
Yeah. Lyra has no text.
Lyra has no text.
Okay.
Lyra has no text. Lyra does have some text. She has look at the top card of your deck.
That's true. Yep.
Well, you cheat.
And she has a name and traits. She has flavor text.
Those aren't text.
The fact that I've never won a Continentals or a Con Championship definitely proves that I cheat.
Yeah, exactly. It would be too obvious if you did that.
Right. You just got to get real close.
Besides, you might lose it.
Oh,
This is true.
All right, so
You get to play combo this year if you want. That deck is great.
we're making some considerations. He can certainly still score. Well, can he? I suppose it's 3 confront still. 3 AT still.
Hard to that one.
White is its biggest weakness.
He can probably still score points, but trying to score enough
Yeah, that's the thing.
to actually turn this game.
Scoring 1 point a turn is not going to be good enough.
You had 1 AT left, right? And then you gained 5 at the start of the turn. Had you paid to draw?
Yes, I did pay to draw.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then you should be at 2. Correct.
That's it.
Going to confront?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try to say no, so let's go.
That's fair.
Did you want to move it? Oh, you did move something. So
Yeah.
that's fine. Yeah, let's just play Melted, and I'm going to exhaust Greta, and we'll shut off the abilities of Lyra.
That Lyra
Jeez.
really has no text.
Yeah, that is
That
a
is
play.
rude.
Because it's just a regular exhaustion, but I'm triggering it.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's fine.
No. And look, now Lyra has no text.
Correct.
This is legitimate.
Like I said, it's bad man.
Right.
Yeah, that's
All right.
Okay.
So if I'm not mistaken,
Which scares me slightly.
he should.
So,
Both.
gain 5.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. You're locked in here with me over there. Requires to have him to have 2 friends to confront it. If Party Mare goes over there, that is
We'll need another one.
a complication.
Like, I absolutely do not have the AT to both control and move.
I mean, that's
this one. Like,
no, that's
Pretty sure he's got enough pink there now, so just something for the non-pink.
I don't know. It's worked okay for me. Just having the 2 bonus problem has been nice. I guess you could run Let the Rainbow Remind You if you wanted to do that instead. Let's go Pirate Ship. No, not yet. We're gonna exhaust.
And if I'm not mistaken, GP is at 11 points now, so
Yes. So if he
a 2 bonus double face-off would finish this.
yeah, if he DFOs this turn and wins it, that will be sufficient.
It does cost me 1. Get back, follow my lead. Pay 1 as I have exhausted a card. Put Bonbon into play. Ready Pirate Ship.
Good stuff.
Exhaust, move Haven.
Bonbon pirate ship combo is also quite nice.
Pretty nice.
So this should be enough here, I think. But yeah, this is the play to win the game.
Haven Bay is free.
Oh yeah, may as well play a free card.
Play a
Might as well try to overcommit just in case there is a trick.
trigger. Counter on Pipsqueak. Counter on Haven Bay. Exhaust Haven Bay to draw.
And then he does have enough AT to throw a burrito at him.
Mm-hmm.
Don't at me. It's not like it's a thing. Exhaust pirate. Kill your pirate ship. Exhaust pirate ship. Move cadence. Score phase. I have no idea.
That was much.
Probably enough.
Should be enough.
Confront.
Yeah, I'm not.
This looks likely to be enough.
Don't think there's a way you can disrupt a
I mean, I only have one frightened, so
Right.
yeah.
I have
Two stop fightings would work here.
Yes. Do you have 2 stop fightings?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, both control and movement are
Yeah.
dead.
All right, and Grandpa's takes the victory.
Was
I mean, once I'm playing multiple wildfires, you know, there's like...
yeah. If wildfire is the best option, it's just like, oh man, the draws have not cooperated this game.
And that's my hand.
Yep. That's fair.
But yeah, outside of the Granny Smiths,
That's how my game.
did we see any cards that aren't in the constructed orange pink list?
I mean, even using
That
pirate
is
ship
impressive
seems
stuff.
like a
And the main, of course.
really
Right. Oh, the bonbons might not be in the constructed list. Although, frankly, maybe they should be. They have pretty good synergy.
I think. I think that is.
I basically just put in what I had.
Yeah, that combination with pirate ship at the end.
But I mean, it was still probably
It's a very nice thing.
my Pauper deck was.
That's fair.
So
Close
yeah.
enough.
And with the singing barrel at the start.
Fine.
So,
It's just that
wonderful
was
way to get
an
yourself into
abnormally
things.
not good draws.
I've never seen that deck draw that poorly.
I mean, it's not like there isn't a bunch of movement and stuff. It's just like
And the singing barrel at the start basically amounted to paying 2 for a 2-power friend.
I suppose. Yeah. It was very flashy, though.
Yeah. If there'd been something else to apply the handy to, it would have been pretty good.
It is a
maybe third time will be the charm for life.
tactic that relies on a little piece of text that people may forget about, which is that singing barrel exhausts before it goes to hand, which is, I guess, why I like it so much.
Yes. Yes, that exhaust rarely makes any difference when it's about to go back to your hand anyway. But it is there.
Is it? So, obviously it's significant for this reason we just were told about. Does it matter for anything else?
It would matter if something caused it to
Yeah,
be exhausted before you used it.
Right. Yeah, okay. If for some reason you left it in play and your opponent was able to exhaust it,
Or your opponent had an immediate exhaust an opposing resource.
right? Or
If
if
such a thing exists.
right, or if it entered play exhausted for some reason. Yeah, okay, that's there. I mean, less practical significance, but still thoughts.
They were all confronted to flip, all 6 of them.
Every single one of them was confronted to flip, and many of them had very bad abilities. Pinkie Pie is unplayable. Rarity is
It means if your opponent had a Daisy Lily and Rose Luck, then when you did it, they could exhaust their Daisy Lily and Rose Luck. This wouldn't help them, but they could do it.
They could do it. Yep. So I heard Arakat say that we were close up on time. A few minutes left. So now we are. That was 2 rounds. We got 2 rounds left to go still, if I'm not mistaken. That was what we were told to start with. We have covered yellow, orange, pink. We still haven't seen purple. We know purple's there. I suppose the question now is, will we see them all on stream?
They had a house rule for the tournaments because they didn't like the end of turn procedures. Their end of turn procedures are what ours currently are.
So yeah, and it was Puckwudgies, orange pink. I admit that orange pink deck does, well, pink orange, I guess technically, does look pretty strong in its ability to be troll and aggro at the same time.
Yeah, pretty powerful mid-range kind of deck.
Which, as mentioned, not particularly surprising, given that it is essentially just the orange-pink constructed adventure list.
Yeah, and if it's good enough to play in adventure, you know it's going to be pretty good in a more restricted format.
Mm-hmm.
If it can still do the things it wants to, which it can.
I am still interested to see if somebody brought white-yellow changeling aggro, because most of that deck I think is okay in Pauper 2. You have to pick like Ocellus main or something, but that's fine, easily done.
Yep. Yeah, Ocellus main would work just fine.
Otherwise, let's see, what else is there in Adventure these days? You all know there's not going to be any Luna aggro. Scootaloo fills in that gap to a large extent. No farm, there's no BRB, yeah.
On this past one.
I'd be interested. So, I don't know if anyone has. Well, obviously, I'd be interested to know if someone brought either of Octavia or the new Yona main. They fill a similar niche in being sort of white aggro, and they're both quite playable in Pauper.
Yeah, those are mains that would be fun to see. Octavia definitely powered some pretty strong decks back in the day.
Mm-hmm. And in a her weakness always was troublemakers. So in a format where there's probably going to be less of those, she should be pretty strong.
As long as she doesn't run into Puckwudgies.
Yeah, except for Puckwudgies.
Which do seem to be a troublemaker that exists.
We've got a bunch of weird promos for this weekend.
Oh.
Stuff that hasn't.
Ooh, shiny.
Promo Symposium, yeah.
Yep.
What? This thing?
Stick.
1800.
Are those?
Okay,
so,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
1800.
I mean, it's worth a lot, but it's not worth that much.
That's yeah.
Make sure actually that's still
listed for.
See, that's the thing. Like people list stuff, but there's no.
It's true. Yeah, we should pay attention to what it actually goes for, if it goes. Presumably, it'll go.
Hot, but not that hot.
Are these? So, most of these are like Continentals promos. Like even the Plushie Dash one was, right?
Yes, I think the Plushie Dash is. Yeah, the Plushie Dash would definitely get a Continentals.
Was the Nightmare Moon a Continentals promo, or was that? Was it like Everfree last year?
I don't remember getting a Nightmare Moon at Everfree last year. I think I saw that Nightmare Moon for the first time when Arrow was playing with it at BABSCon last year.
Right, okay.
But it's certainly, I think it hadn't been released by then, so Arrow was kind of putting it in a bit early.
And then that Tempest is another one that, I've seen around. I don't know if that's ever actually been a promo given out at tournaments before.
I was just.
Yep.
Oh, yes, that is Tempest. I had completely not looked at that image properly.
On stream, Arcat Beagle.
Like that, all I can see on the stream is just her eyes, and I had misinterpreted what they were.
Oh.
Game 2 is sorry, whatever. Next is GP and Kevin.
Okay, so I heard they're doing the pairings right now. It was gonna be Arcat and Bugle on stream. Both strong, unconventional deck builders. I am interested to see what we're gonna be looking at here.
I could give you a tiny spoiler on what Arakat is playing.
Sure.
Arakat has mono white changelings.
Okay. All right.
The room has suddenly gone silent.
Yeah,
for me.
I feel like we might have just lost the audio from the on floor. Oh no, here we go
back.
again. Yep.
I don't believe you are.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think we lost the stream entirely.
We lost the stream for a second, but it is back now. I
suppose so.
That is an old Continental playmat.
That is.
Other champion Matt, the one that's only 3 years off from that.
Yeah, that's from before I started playing the game.
Starter deck.
Oh.
Bugle has a Cadence. A classic battle, Cadence versus Chrysalis.
Okay. Sorry, do you see that?
I see. Oh, it stopped immediately after Bugle threw the Cadence onto the mat.
Okay. My stream is currently paused, so I think I'm gonna have to reconnect here.
Yes, I think yours just stopped about half a second before mine did. I am getting audio currently, but not video.
Okay. I am back now.
No, I know what it is. I know what it is.
Okay. So Chrysalis and Cadence. So if that's Ara's main, that Queen Chrysalis, then it is not going to be, well, if it is Changelings, it's not going to be the Changelings I was expecting, the white-yellow ones. Probably not.
No, this is the mono-white,
Too expensive to justify.
fairly controlly looking list.
All right. Well,
I would suggest Canada, but I think they're worse off than right at the moment.
I wonder if these guys, if this is the
Scandinavia here.
2-0 bracket. I mean, you'd expect so. Usually they put the higher ranked players on the stream table.
Usually. Although they also try to put the players that haven't been seen yet, so that's the other consideration usually.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Even her out. Nope. I choose to play.
Okay, sorry. They went through the start of game procedures a little quickly and unconventionally there, but Bugle is going to be going first.
No.
Right, Bugle's going to take his action tokens before he's even drawn his starting hand, so that's... I think these players know what they're doing well enough that the ordering doesn't matter, they'll get to the right place.
Mm-hmm. Both electing to mulligan.
Present. Uh-oh. Is this hand worse? Is this hand worse? This hand's worse.
Bugle is not happy.
Cool. Go ahead.
Well, all right.
Yes.
It's the danger of mulliganing.
Yeah.
Do it once, you don't get another chance after that.
Yeah, it's not the best looking hand from what I can see.
There is no card I can draw next turn to salvage this. No single card, rather.
Hand trade.
Yep.
Draw a card.
Yep.
You know, if you're Arcat, you know the Bugle's hand is terrible. Do you just flip Chrysalis to start with your 3AT?
Well, if we both have
That's
terrible
tempting.
hands, that should make it for an interesting stream match.
That would be
I mean, this is stupid because I could actually just. I could confront.
Go for it.
Or I could flip my main.
Of course, the third action token being necessary to flip your main with the new format.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Aura, just what I'm
I
seeing.
feel like this is going to be more annoying.
Okay.
All right, he's gonna do
Game
it.
2. Joke's on you. I'm not going to play any cards this turn. Go ahead.
That's fine.
Well, fair enough. Means Bugle is gonna, yeah, he's gonna have to wait a while.
I don't know that anything useful will occur for the whole game.
I don't have the right one of you. Oh, right. It wouldn't matter anyway because you're no big.
Right. So that does mean that Aura is gonna have to. He needs 6 to confront that buckball over there.
Alright, because last game I just opened with double trouble. Which is fun.
Sure.
What will he be opening with?
Trouble 1.
No.
Ah, prepared.
Right.
Opening with Stellar Flare.
Yeah, that is the one that creates a unicorn when it enters play and when it leaves play.
Done.
I need to actually pay for that. Yes.
Beautiful looking prepared unicorn token there.
2. Draw a card.
Yeah, it's free advertising is what it is. If we could read any of that, which unfortunately we can't.
My hand's bad.
Well, he's put it upside down for one thing.
Oh. My hand has multiple problems and neither card that I've drawn has solved either one of them.
Yeah, like so Bugle, he's got the, well, he's got some snack stands I think, or no, there's pirate chips. So he can play those. But have anything that gets enabled, anything useful at least, that gets enabled by his buckball.
Sure, let's just start being done.
Was there anything in there that we didn't see in GP's list? It could be a very similar deck.
Come on, solve.
Playing the same main and also orange.
Could be.
Solution to either of my problems right now. Okay, that is at least
Bugle praying to his deck.
Mm-hmm. Smart Cookie is
not yet.
That is I believe I heard him say when he wandered over to talk to Grandfather, that was one of his alterations to that list. So I think it is a similar deck. Just having a much worse start.
I think I would rather discard a card and still not attempt to pay to draw, because I am in that bad a situation that paying the draw doesn't actually get me out of it.
Seems awful.
Bugle's still in an awful situation regarding the cards he's drawn.
The taxing thing, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I can solve all of my problems in one turn, and paying the draw doesn't help with that.
It's not conducive to the
Yep.
resolution to this problem.
I think.
So yeah, Bugle said he is just going to be discarding Pirate Ship. Yeah, that's a little. Well, he does have one. So like the thing about Pirate Ship is that it's a pretty good play to start your turn into Chrysalis with, because you only pay 2 for it. But he does have another one in hand, so he can use that.
Yep.
Meanwhile,
Previous game we saw with Chrysalis, the opponent paid the tax every turn and never turned her over again, whereas we shall see if Bugle elects, as part of his solve all my problems at once, to the first time he plays a card, play 3.
You would think that would be included in there, yeah. If you're Aracat,
I can find a way to shoot myself in the foot here.
he's looking at a hand
Way
with
to move your main away.
full of friends and resources with, well, yeah, not a lot of control tools. I think I saw a bunch of Sans in there.
Yeah, Sans counts as a control tool.
Interesting thing is, what do you name if you play that?
Oh boy. What is this match?
There's nothing likely to be in Bugle's deck that directly scores points, so
Yeah.
mainly you just name things he's likely to confront with. At this point, maybe just his main.
Yeah, I could have played this pirate.
Yeah. Actually,
Oh no, Sansmirk can't name a main, it can only name a friend.
if it's nearly exactly the same as Grandpa's list, then you might name Party Mare. That'd be kind of annoying.
That would be a good call.
Party Mare moving to a problem means you can't score it for the turn.
That helps. That helps. Okay.
Ah.
Right, yes.
Bon helps.
Yeah, well now his pirate ship will enable him to get orange into play, yeah.
Yes, his pirate ship is now color entry. Unfortunately, dropping the Bon with that ability doesn't count as playing a card
for Chrysalis, yeah.
towards the 3 to flip Chrysalis.
Well, let's do this properly. We're going to pay 1 for pirate ship. As pirate ship enters play, we will pay 1.
Right, doing it all by the book.
Card number 1.
Before pirate ship enters play, you'll pay the extra 1.
That is correct. Yeah, strictly speaking, you announce your intention to play pirate ship, then pay the extra 1, then it enters play. But that is a level of detail that will not be going into.
It's a level of detail that doesn't matter. You can just say, I pay 2 for pirate ship.
This is the world that I live in. Pay 1. Sauce pirate ship. Move cadence here.
Yep.
I've played 2 cards so far.
Yep.
Pay 1.
Alright, it's going to be 1 for Bon.
Bon into play.
Ready the pirate
I have not
ship.
played a 3rd card yet.
And it's not playing a card.
Pay 1. Haven Bay to home.
Okay, that's the 3rd card.
Now I've played a 3rd card. She goes sad.
Chrysalis is now lying on her back.
Pay 1. Sauce. Move.
Okay, so this is going to be a
Counter.
in front probably. This is a pretty strong tempo swing here from Bugle.
Pay 1. Apple Bloom. Score things.
Once he got going, he's got a lot of things going at once.
Yep, that's the promo version of the Apple Bloom that gives you discounts, right?
Yes, I think so.
This is the weirdo world I live in, where this was the.
It's awkward artwork because it looks very similar to Forever a Crusader.
Go ahead.
But that's a super rare, so we don't have to worry about it here.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So put it all together. Bugle did all that, confronted his mate, confronted a problem.
The issue is I both did not have friends or entries.
Got all of Ara's stuff away.
I have both now. It's helpful.
That can be the thing with a bad starting hand, is sometimes all you need is one thing to unlock it, and...
Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been helpful.
Suddenly the nightmare is not that big of a deal.
A friend. Slushy Dash is just always helpful when it comes into play, I would argue.
Bugle doesn't need those plushie dashes. That's the one from the champion playmat that he's currently rocking, isn't it?
Yes, I think so. But, I mean, you know, when... physical copies of Plushie Dash are great, because then you don't have to share them between all the decks that you're putting her into.
Currently, I am in fact confronting it.
I'm sure you know that.
You could
as
certainly
well as
put
anyone.
characters home. Please,
That's true.
Please, Brer Fox, don't send all of my characters home.
I've definitely gone to a convention before where I've had to essentially sideboard half my deck to play the next tournament.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna call your main.
I believe you cannot choose mains.
That is correct. There's a reason that we did that.
What is our gonna name here?
Because I figured out that I.
Aracat, they're making the same mistake as I did.
You're gonna keep the activation signal around, I think. No, we're actually gonna name Haven Bay.
Haven Bay.
Haven Bay.
Yeah,
Okay.
For what's in play at the moment, Haven Bay seems like a reasonable.
Yep.
Okay. Then a trader.
We've seen that to be a pretty
So
strong play. Does
over here somewhere.
Sans doesn't have to name a character in play, right?
And then +2 on.
No, Sans can name any friend card, or I think resource, or possibly troublemaker. Oh no, friend, event, or resource. But yeah,
Right.
it doesn't have to be in play, but obviously something in play you know is already there.
Makes sense. Yes.
I'm thinking about if I want to stop any.
If you name
Assuming
Party Mare at this point, the consequence is likely to be Bugle never plays a Party Mare.
Will go, hooray! I can turn over, and all.
At
But
the end
you,
of your next turn.
yeah. At
I
the end
mean,
of the turn. But you will.
I might, even if I was Bugle. Like, you get it going, you get it building up, and then if you get rid of that Sans
Correct.
somehow
Yeah, if you
later.
have a plan to get rid of Sans.
That also means
Yeah.
I can't ever move Haven again.
Well, I can move her. That's still paying 1 to draw and getting a counter.
Yeah, that seems bad.
I probably won't do that.
But yeah, calling Haven Bay you know is going to have impact immediately.
I think we're going to pay 1
So,
and.
oh right, Bugle is reacting to Ara's turn right now. Okay. Just trying to prevent this face-off.
Make you have to work
That
against
confront
the
didn't happen,
single this
so it is still Ara 2, Bugle 1.
Ready. Ready.
That's just a regular.
Just regular all exhaust. Yeah. Draw.
You can tell that I played this game, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what Bugle actually really wants now,
We're gonna pay 1.
well, with his Haven Bay
Pirate ship.
offline, as it were,
We're gonna move Haven Bay over here.
a Party Mare for the momentum, or a, well, yeah, or a DJ.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
That is nice.
We're gonna pay 1 for breakdown.
Very useful.
Right, he paid 1 for that because of Secret to Every Pony, right.
Do I just not score a point this turn?
Oh yes, lets you save on your first pink friend.
I see what the call here is. That might not be the call.
You're displeasing your queen by continuing to do things.
By continuing to do things.
So, yeah, he is...
I was actually not confronting because I replaced my problem.
He is not confronting Jest at the moment.
Second power for that.
Yeah, without Haven and
I was not confronting on your turn.
The face-off wouldn't have. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Face off would not have.
Well, I mean that seems like that was still a reasonable line of play because you don't want.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't
but
have this
Bugle,
at the
I mean,
time.
he does have a... There's
I
only
love
3 action tokens over there, so...
Okay.
He's gonna need to play a little bit more to
No.
run anything.
Still seems reasonable.
Yeah. With that knowledge.
yeah, it's only got 3 power at Secret
Here, and I need 3 here. I think we
and 4 at Jest.
pass the turn. Here.
Okay.
Go ahead. I think it's too expensive to do things.
Armasby, yep.
Over
Okay.
there.
Seems like
Strong
a
troublemaker.
move at this point.
0
I think
points.
Secret was the better location, yes.
5 still fine.
0 points stops your opponent from getting their own troublemakers out.
You're still winning, for what that's worth.
Yeah, it's, well, I was about to say that it's, the sort of paying 3 to flip his main didn't work out for Arca. I don't know if that's necessarily true or not. He did delay Bugle for a bit. But now he's in that kind of Chrysalis player state where your main is not flipped over and you really don't want to pay 3 AT to do it again.
Actually really annoying.
No.
Sitting here really wishing I'd be running some bug aggro deck. So I'm looking at the aggro cards in here and just being like, I want more of these.
Like this one?
Yeah, I need more of those. And more of...
You heard it here first. Ara wants more Thoraxes in his deck.
No, it's actually got most of the Thoraxes that it can, and that's merely because I had to put some aggro in here.
Okay.
Turns out I don't like playing control. Why am I playing a control deck?
Because you like Chrysalis.
Yeah,
Good question.
You shouldn't like Chrysalis.
does have a well, I mean, I guess I haven't seen the actual deck list. Would you mind linking that to me, by the way?
All right, cool. Let's do.
Sure, Aracats.
Yeah.
Other ideas.
Interested to see.
You see, he just wants to feel pretty.
Okay.
This is fine because this is the only time he gets to feel pretty.
So yeah, that brings Thorax up to
It's in
6.
Slack.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And where's the 7th going to come from?
Well, there's 2 ways to do this. One of them is much more funny.
Another princess mask?
Oh wow, jeez. Okay.
Okay.
He wants to feel like Diamond Tiara for a little bit.
Okay. Another unicorn appears.
Find some more unicorn tokens.
Okay.
Yeah, that gets to 7. That is a bit of a risk.
Okay.
With
Let's try the score phase again.
DJ in play, Bugle's got another exhaust effect as a big target on that Thorax right now.
Absolutely.
I think I do.
I can see a bailout.
Man, blackmail is Pauper
Oh, I
legal?
can see.
Jeez.
Yes.
Until the end of this turn.
There are very few rare problems.
I think I should just go ahead and like get rid of Thorax right now. 'Cause
It's about that.
I feel like it's just 2 color ones and firing ready.
Anything else?
That may be right.
Ready. Gain 3. No party merit triggers or anything like that. Draw a card for turn. Main phase.
Huh, yeah, this really is an interesting white
Nothing happened.
list.
A terrible tragedy has occurred to Thorax.
I'm fine with this. For the record.
I was fine with what has happened to Thorax.
I'm sure that's what he's gonna say. He put all those resources on him just so he could convince Bugle to get rid of him.
Yep.
Smack Thorax with your
We're gonna move Haven Bay back over here.
DJ deck thing.
Get a card.
How's that feel now? You've been hit with the wubs.
Yeah.
So bringing back Haven Bay back across enables Bugle to confront this.
Although he won't score a point for. Oh no, Sans is
He will.
gone.
Sans is
Yeah.
long gone.
Really, I didn't
Right,
mind you getting
right.
The point. I minded you having a 6-power character that made unicorns every turn.
I wouldn't have stayed 6 power.
Oh. Is
Yeah,
that true? 2 plus 2 plus 2.
Oh, it's just plus 2.
Yeah. I thought you were talking about the
No,
fact that
because
you're going
I'm
to
sitting
double
here
it.
getting it confused with the phalanx.
All right, so
Power.
Bugle is. I mean, yeah, he's kind of
You
a
weird
great
crab,
spot right
that's all
now.
you like to me.
I think we're going to confront for a point. Up to 2. We'll replace this problem.
2 points. Replaces Aras.
And pass the turn.
Gets rid of the troublemaker.
2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Prospecting interruption.
This is a weird match.
This is a dumb match.
That's fine. Bugle still has 2 problems he can score for confronting.
He probably intends just to stay where he is. That AT bank he's sitting on.
Probably can't develop enough power to do that again.
That was kind of my hope.
Yeah, keep ahead, keep having the action tokens to play exhaust tricks.
Yeah, which is interesting because if that's how it goes through, Bugle will get through the whole match without flipping his cadence main.
Game is that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, this is
Not flipping your main is a tried and tested tactic against Chrysalis.
not,
I mean, a different Chrysalis, but
They're different Chrysalis, yeah, but it's true.
We'll pay 4.
hey, if you don't need the extra power and you don't need the ability.
Oh, Chrissy's at 1. That's right.
yeah. She's upside down, see?
Yeah, fair.
Yep.
A main has been flipped this game,
Yeah.
despite evidence to the contrary.
A main has been flipped twice.
Yeah,
Suppose
twice,
it's technically
indeed.
true.
I think I'm going to take your advice.
And put a troublemaker at secret. Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough. Done?
No.
I'm not I think that was the Starlight Troublemaker.
There's multiple
I
things.
saw him draw that a while ago.
And that's really the most important part.
Right. Fun is a zero-sum game.
Correct.
He's got 3 AT remaining.
I really hope Sri was enjoying this mess of a game. This is bizarre.
And I don't know if it's like
Ever worth it to flip her?
Yeah, like is it more annoying to flip her or do the other thing I can do?
My deck is full of cheap things, and I have discounts out the wazoo
Yeah.
right now.
I think this kind of mess of a game is what we signed up for when we
This is what we always
let our
hope.
Cat and Bugle.
Yeah,
Haven Bay again.
this
Haven
is
Bay-
what we always hope to see on stream. Sunsmirk on Haven Bay
It's
again.
gonna make me do more things. Okay.
It is like
game 3.
Bugle does well. Like he has a lot of exhaust stuff in his deck, but only a finite amount.
Yep.
Draw a card for turn.
Every event he plays is one pure that remains.
Haven Bay over here. Whoop. That wasn't 3 counters, wasn't it?
Because you moved it
1 to
back.
here, 2 to here, 3 to here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that counting.
Yeah, that sounds right to me.
Over there,
1, 2, 3.
it should be a 4.
So now going up to 4.
It had bumped over to 1, apparently.
This is why dice are terrible.
I agree. I mean, what do you want me to use? AT?
That's what I use.
Draw a card. Come on,
Mhm.
come on. That's funny.
Well, I mean,
Not
I like to
I just
stack
like
my
Just-
action token counters on top of cards. It's fun.
sure. I mean, I just use stable dice like cubes.
Yeah, cubes are
hoping for a
safer.
different answer, but I mean, answers are answers, right? Sandsmirk is not good. Not good. I don't want to discard 3 cards. That sounds awful.
Do it.
So
Bailout.
bailout.
Sandsmirk.
Into breakdown.
Discarding Blonde.
Into breakdown.
Into breakdown, assuming nothing happens. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, you're only at 5, so I need to put another power there.
If he actually decides to. Oh right, no.
That's
He's just gonna confront where Haven Bay is, which
Yeah,
makes sense.
reasonable.
Yeah.
First time in the history of anything someone has played a party mayor to a problem.
There are
Yeah.
perfectly good
It's
reasons.
happened before.
There are great reasons to do it.
Still
There are
not
also
using
bad
it
reasons.
for
Like I'm
much.
sure people have played into a problem
Right.
because
Yeah.
they're used to throwing friends to problems and don't
Just
think of the
'cause-
ideas.
It was the pre-release, and nobody,
Drogar.
someone had to be like, "Oh wait, it'd be better if I played this to home, wouldn't it?"
I should have cited these out. This was a horrible mistake.
Or indeed, yeah, just sometimes 1 power for 1
Yeah,
AT
you
is
plan-
what you need.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Forgot to replace this.
Heck, sometimes 1 power for 2 AT is what you need, and you have to do it.
I definitely meant to, but I forgot. No, I wasn't confronted. What am I talking about?
Bugle did confront, so I'll take him to 3 points.
So you confronted his problem instead of the dilemma this time.
Yeah.
I mean, you just wrinkle this plan up rather horribly.
Mm-hmm. Where would you like to move?
I do have a.
Whom would you like to move where?
I'm not done.
The game is moving at a bit of a
Well,
slow pace, which maybe isn't surprising to control. Well, this deck of Bugles, it's got enough control elements in it that it's like it can be slowish.
Yeah, it's definitely it can control.
This one?
And in this game, it seems to be going even more control than last time.
Will I?
If I challenge.
I mean,
certainly have.
I'd rather make your life here much more difficult.
Okay.
So the thing is, I'm not playing this to win. I'm playing this to make you lose.
That is how control decks work.
I still haven't put
Reasonable summary.
That's definitely a choice.
All right, you know what? Should we just go for the memes?
Sure.
Of course you should go. That depends. Do the memes win?
Here we are on stream. Yep. There you go. Showy 3.
Pirate ship. Showy 3.
Showy 3.
Okay.
Right, so this is the bad play. I'm not playing.
Let's say,
Aw.
you're playing that to a face-off problem.
That's literally the worst possible thing I could do. More
All right. One more unicorn.
More unicorns.
Well, it still doesn't let him confront. Not yet.
Well, he has 2 more.
Fortunately, I have 2 more tokens.
Yeah. Are you going to move the repair token?
Fortunately, he is the High King of Skyrim.
Something's getting moved. And the problem is, I can move this.
I'm pretty sure that's the better choice.
And I think it is the better choice.
I think it's a good choice.
Yeah.
I just paid 2
Get
to move a 1-power unicorn
3
token.
3 prepared there.
Mm-hmm.
This is terrible.
Okay.
Score face.
You got it.
Okay. He does confront.
What is this?
Flashbacks to the match where I played against GP and paid 280 to move an aloe.
Yep.
Oh boy.
For what it's worth, that does actually tie the game, Aura, with that confront.
2, 4, 6.
Right, and there's a party mare in play.
Runaway party.
Fairly irrelevant.
Well, I guess
Well,
these are already.
it's an irrelevant position for her to be at. Bugle would have preferred she wasn't over there.
I'm going to challenge 7 on 4.
Yeah, either of the other problems is more use.
Lose this. I have 9 and you have 8.
Oh, never mind then. Well, it'll still be
Any turn?
Yes, that's correct. Okay.
She did her job.
Starlight isn't a troublemaker anyway. She's just a
There's so many unicorn tokens.
delayed
here
Swift
now.
card.
It is very true. Yeah, so if you're Bugle, yeah, you don't want to
How's the
confront
best plan?
Jest. Really don't want to confront Jest. You really don't want to start a double face off.
No, it's fine.
And he's already in a position to single.
You want to talk
Oh.
about me?
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Well, fair enough.
You want to talk about me?
What do you got?
No, if you want to do memes, you don't just move the dilemma. You push everything.
That's
to the
right.
side.
That's right. You've got to.
Is he going to
He's-
replace the other Jest?
that is a play right there.
This is what he's doing.
He is going to replace the other Jest with that, isn't he?
Yes. Just to replace your own dilemma, first of all, which is a
Yeah.
rare enough play on its own right.
They're all over there.
Been a terrible game.
Yeah.
Are you seriously going to?
Exhaust. Party mare.
Another party mare to a problem.
Yes, I'm going to replace my own jets. I also want.
I'm running out.
This has been some game.
For even more memes, pay 2, move home.
Wow. That is
It has been a game.
such a
Score phase.
Sure.
Confront
Yeah.
for a point.
You're gonna replace this.
Replace this.
This is dumb.
Oh look, I seem to be in excess of my home limit.
Oh right, he did that to flip his mate over. Jeez.
No, I think that was a happy side effect.
Your definition of galaxy brain, I'm questioning.
I can't.
It's a drunk galaxy brain, but it's a galaxy brain. I hope some commentator predicted this line of play.
No.
That would be a
Not that line of play.
He's a drunk.
I don't even know what to.
Smithers has seen through the veil. Smithers' vision can pierce the veil on occasion.
I don't know what to do about this now.
Yeah, some nonsense has definitely occurred.
Okay. After all that,
I
Bugle is still only ahead by 1 point. So in a like
1 point is all you need.
well, yeah, like
Oh,
in a world of Swiss time, and I heard like Cheese say that we're lowish on time. Ara does still have the appeal to the ultimate meme and making this game a draw.
can I just flip Chrissy?
That would be a perfect ending, I think.
That does enough.
I mean, our intentionally causing the draw would certainly be a meme.
From DFOing.
His.
As we know, every tournament has to have at least one draw, so it's got to happen at some point. And if it doesn't happen this round, then it won't screw up the.
Usually gets the players involved hissed at by our cat, so he would have to hiss it himself.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to see what party mares go where.
Well, you'll have enough tokens to fix that.
That too. Well, we'll have 5 in an apple bloom and a pirate ship. Yeah.
You have to fix at least one of them.
But yeah, we are probably getting pretty close to time and round. Bugle did go first.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
She's upside down because she's not boosted. Troublemaker.
Troublemaker. Pass turn.
It is important because if our cat is having that final turn at time,
Oh,
you can go all out without having to worry about stopping your opponent next turn.
Just one? Okay.
Yeah, because
Ara needs to get rid of more of those tokens, quickly speaking. I think? His main's
No,
not...
Chrysalis has a high limit on both sides because
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah.
she's one that can go back to start side.
Sure.
Yeah, home limit 4, either way.
Where I want my party mares.
Perfect.
I guess. 3 and 2.
Just where I want my party mares, somewhere they can score no points.
Exactly where I wanted my party mares. Draw card for turn.
All right. So if you're Bugle, confront. Well, you can confront Secret
Do I just
easily
DFO
enough,
here, knowing that a troublemaker
Or Jest.
or Jest.
don't think I do.
I mean, yeah, you can confront Jest and replace that prospecting in interruption.
Do it, Philly.
1 minute remaining.
Okay, in that case I DFO.
Yeah. I think you're
1 to move.
Okay, 1 minute on the clock, so Bugle is going
Yeah.
sure that I don't
Yeah.
do anything.
Makes sense.
scoring points.
Score some points.
Yep.
Yeah, he would open up
Have to do the double.
1 point ahead, so he would get 1, 2, 3 more. Yeah, that's a probably insurmountable lead.
Score phase confront.
Chrysalis is not exactly in a position to do aggro tricks on the next turn.
Problem. Come on. Nope.
Fire when written.
Put
I would have questions. I would have been like, you're
6,
disqualified, but
9,
that's
12.
funny.
7. Home.
All right.
I think we
There it is.
retire Bloom. We'll replace this problem again. Blackmail.
Blackmail. Oh, just a little too late. Not that. Oh.
Well, I'm not DFOing now, am I?
I think Bugle's been pretty consistently confronting a problem every turn, so
Yeah.
Blackmail would not have helped.
At this point, it is just a problem for Ara as a problem that's very hard to confront.
Yeah.
Alright. Can I do anything with this?
He does have a lot of AT and a lot of changelings in that deck.
Go away.
Like, it's honestly not out of the question that he might have been able to DFO with a better problem.
Yes. Please do not confront my blackmail. Let me put the troublemaker.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, you might as well try to make it annoying.
Unfortunately, he is 4 points behind, so even if he was able to DFO, it wouldn't have been enough points.
Okay.
Yep.
No, my wife was never really good at the game. She just
Did you gain your prepared token, by the way?
That's this token right
Yeah, back before vinyl.
singing "Smile, Smile, Smile" on
So
stage.
there's
If I was like, I really want to just
Yeah.
say,
And we are.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's been a net. 4 points? Oh, that is a 2-point bonus problem. Thank you, Prism Light.
I mean,
I just wanted to
Couldn't
make
quite
sure.
see it there. So yes, okay.
You were.
if it wasn't
This there are 4 points on the board.
Mhm.
If you can score this turn and DFO next turn,
when no one remembered the worst events
that is 5.
And soft time presumably has been called now, or is about to be called now during
Right.
this turn.
You would
So there will be
think
one
so.
more turn each after that.
Yes.
I don't think I can.
Sorry, those songs aren't in the same key.
Yeah, it's not entirely over.
I can sing it in this key.
Uh,
It's just gonna sound weird.
Where those party mares go would matter.
That's when you just decide to take the harmonized part, so everyone around you is confused. No, that's when you just sit there and you felt out.
Yes, especially if they both wind up sitting next to Emma Maspy. Gives Bugle potential score off that and have more confronts.
Well, RMSP's 0 points. So.
Well, yeah, but it enables scoring off the problem behind it on the same turn.
Right. Yeah, he actually, yeah. The
Whereas
party
if party battles don't go there, he's going to have trouble scoring more than one unless he has additional dilemmas.
Is this what my life is?
Yes.
Oh, I can't count. Does that change things?
It's just scream like, I feel so bad for your neighbors.
He's trying very hard to find out how to DFO with his own blackmail.
I can confront it just like that.
Okay.
Okay.
That is what, 12? No. Yes.
Yeah, that is indeed 12.
Okay.
Our next doubles and princess masks, so that is blackmail. And it's 5 over on the other side.
There's no kill like overkill.
Not the best experience.
Bugle may have trick up his sleeve though.
It doesn't.
But in fact, we can see
Yeah, we can see the a bailout.
bail in his hand. Yeah.
He's trying to find out how to DFO.
I'm not doing a very good job of this. You still have the pirate ship, don't you?
I do have a pirate ship.
Why did you let me run these cards?
It's a dank meme. They're just finishing up.
That's not enough.
I thought there would be decks that wouldn't end up using BS movement strategies.
That rings so hollow from Grandpa's.
This just doubles himself, correct? No. Okay.
Yeah, it's not good. Scarface confirmed.
Bailout.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
These
Bad against this.
very bad. No, bad. Bad. That would have bad.
Yeah. Art does have removal in there, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, the wings would have been great
That would have
earlier
been
on.
great.
Yeah, petrifieds. I think he has got. Where is it? I know he's got it in there somewhere.
That was a very silly game.
That was a weird game.
Yes.
I assume
That was not typical of either of our decks' performance, I believe.
no.
I don't know. Bugle's deck started doing its thing eventually. Out of
Once Bugle got online, I think he
We'll see if
did what his deck was supposed to do.
Agrees that he that I won though.
all right, so we have.
I also went for this.
We should have 1 round remaining, based on 4-round play.
Mm-hmm.
So I was supposed to lose to make the pairings awful?
Yes, you're supposed to lose to make the pairings awful. So congratulations, you made the tournament run smoothly.
Okay.
That was in perfect fairness. That was not going to happen.
I'm pretty sure it has to be you and me next round.
All right, so we will. That means, yeah, we've seen 6. There's be 3 other players who haven't been on stream. We might get a repeat though.
Lose harder than I do. From a mental perspective.
We'll have to see if the players we haven't seen end up drawn against each other.
Mm-hmm.
If 2 of them do, we could get to full 8 different games on 8 different decks on stream.
That would be nice. Yeah. So we haven't seen Ivory yet.
I'm playing his deck
Um,
with a few modifications.
I mean, I can already
Don't know if there's anybody else that I know is there who. Oh, I know that Godot was in the tournament. I'm pretty sure I heard him on the stream in the background a little bit earlier.
Google likes to
So
No.
he's there. No idea what he would be playing. It's been a while since I last saw him play in any tournament.
he thinks that's fun.
I love Tender Taps. Tender Taps is the best pink-white card that's not named Bodyguard. Or Soprano.
I was gonna say Bugle Soprano, yeah.
Yeah, Soprano isn't a pink-white card.
It's not,
It's a pink-orange card.
but it is
that-
pink-white.
that happens to say it's pink-white.
But yeah, I cited these out against you. Because I didn't think I would need the double exhausts.
I mean, it's good for the breakdown, but yeah.
Well, I just didn't think you would have enough friends that I would need to exhaust.
Well, I didn't think I was going to need to play an aggro game.
Oh, I love your
so-
bag. I love your bag.
Hey, stream, who do you want?
Who's available?
Do you want to see the same match again, or do you want to see a slight variation? It won't be the same match.
Is Cheese on Twitch? Ask in Twitch chat.
Yeah, if you tell us who's available, based on our experience with Twitch in the past, if there are any combo decks, they'd like to see those.
Who do you want?
We cannot read that.
They might be able to see that? Unclear.
So me and Max is going to be a kind
Oh,
of mirror.
here we go. Yeah.
Sokol and Kevin is Changeling
Bugle and Max.
Solano aggro nonsense.
That seems like
This one sounds fun.
That could be fun.
Ivory versus GP is pretty good too.
Well, I don't think we want to do that.
But we would have seen that deck 3 times.
There is a request for the purple deck.
Yeah, I like the Sokol Kevin match.
Sokol and Kevin, are you guys cool with streaming round 4?
Oh, are we not letting them choose anymore? Are we not letting Twitch chat choose?
No,
I think all
they don't know what they're talking about.
I think all the other matches.
They have exactly
Oh, this match.
No.
No? No?
Should be easy to
Twitch
commentate.
chat would choose that match. It is true. No offense to you, Twitch chat, but
It echoes across the entire continent of the Americas.
You haven't heard one of my keyboards. It's an actual problem during
That's
meetings.
because you buy like janky mechanical.
Twitch chat wants purple. The only deck I know is purple is Big Cheeses, but he's not actually playing because he's running it.
Yeah.
I cannot stand clicking typing. Oh my god, that is the worst.
I don't know.
You'd hate this.
There's a
You'd
request
hate
for
this
purple
keyboard.
if it's out there. Who's got purple?
No one has purple.
No, that's not
Godot has purple.
Godot has purple. Godot, have you been on stream?
Godot would be me again. Godot's over there, but it'd be me.
That's fine.
That's fine. Godot hasn't been on stream.
If Godot wants to.
all right. And
That is also what what chat chose, correct?
That's what someone chose.
I mean, your chat's other option is the. Okay, I guess we're doing this again.
Cat, wish you had been able to put a princess mask on Queen Chrysali's friend because that would be funny.
That would be funny.
all right. So this is why you request stuff in Twitch chat. Let it not be said that Twitch chat does not always get their way.
Or at least does not sometimes get their way.
Okay, Ivory versus GP.
And that means we'll get to see Aura play again. Like he was, well, I suppose we don't know for sure, but I think he was 2-0 going into that. So he's had a fine tournament aside from that mess. And I am personally very interested to see what Godot has brought. We know it's got at least some purple in there.
Yep. Let's see what it does.
Oh, it's still the same. Okay.
And we'll see if Ara can produce a better mess than last time.
It will be, well, yeah, a better mess from his side of the table for sure.
Fight me.
Thank you.
There are resources asterisk in my deck.
such swag in the playmats we've seen.
Eh? If you got it, show it off.
Yeah, that's for sure. Not like I bring stock playmats to tournaments, after all.
Despite this being the most disorganized con, it's
All right. Oh, so that is flight instructor. Okay, so it's going to be blue-purple. That makes sense. I wonder if he is playing my favorite blue-purple single face-off aggro.
What was your total record overall? Nothing. Well, one with the buy. One with the buy? Yeah. Okay. 2 packs of your choice. Sure.
Well, we're going to get a look.
Sequestria, Defenders. This is forever.
The purple stuff.
Ultimate Organizers go by.
Always a lot of fun. If you're not the one playing against it.
Okay. What's your opener for problems?
Seems to be deciding one out.
Yeah, I think he was working sideboard. Daring Do, yes. Starlights, yep. Looks like some good old-fashioned purple aggro. Well, blue-purple aggro.
Yeah.
Another composition that has been has had success in Constructed before. It's been a little while since I last saw. Well, at least aggressively. Hithrock plays it slowly.
Yep. Yeah, purple in aggro is not a color that always shows up, but when it does, it can do things.
It does have tools for it. But you do kind of need to build your deck in a certain way. It's all event synergy and.
It landed on the one.
I'd call it a 1 if you want.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
I'll go second. Okay.
All right. Another choice to go second. I wonder. No one collects stats on this, and I'm exposing myself as a stat head. I wonder how often people do choose to go second in general. Like in some sense, that is a barometer on how important the rules change was. Like if a significant percentage of people choose to go second, then that tells you that the rules change was kind of needed in a way.
Yeah, I think it's been a pretty good change to make. It's certainly. I think people more commonly choose to go first, but there are definite utilities to going second now, and that I think is really good. Because the old rules was pretty much definitely going first was better. Now it depends on the decks. One thing I have noticed is pretty much everyone has decided before drawing their starting hand, whereas I think you're allowed to do that the other way round.
I believe that's true, yeah.
And I think most people know what their deck is going to do well enough to make the decision, but I think there are some cards where you could see them as now I do or don't have a 3-action token play.
Yeah.
And that could impact it.
Yeah. Like, especially so in Pauper, where many decks, like certainly as we've seen, are, not pure aggro, not pure control. They kind of, your game plan can vary based on what you've got in your opening hand. It would make some amount of sense to have a look first. As a reminder, for those who are unfamiliar with Flight Instructor, you need to have, I think, 3 different
powers.
3 different powers in play to flip her over, yeah.
And she is currently already counting as a 1. So a friend with power 2 and a friend with power 3 would be enough to flip.
Mhm.
And is potentially what could be played with 5 action tokens. So that would explain the choice.
Oh, that's a May, isn't it? Okay.
Yeah, simple enough.
If you've got friends that are on curve at 2 cost 2 power and 3 cost 3 power.
Didn't get really a look at his hand. Well, I see there's Greta. That's 3. And I'm pretty sure I saw it. Yeah, there's your 2.
Oh, yep, Headmare is a 2.
Or Starlight, also very good at 3. That is a start.
That is a pretty good start.
Confront for a point. Yep.
With Starlight being immediate, you can confront with her and then still get the action tokens.
And I'm gonna exhaust them with an action. Yep.
And then the boosted side of Rainbow Dash is when you move a character, you can move something with 1. Is it 1 power less or just less?
I think it has to be exactly 1 less.
Okay. To the same place. So
yes,
pretty well. Yeah, that's an aggressive main. I think Ara is already in a bit of a. He's thinking about flipping.
Yep, looks like he's doing it.
Yeah. Doing it. Yeah, doing it early is kind of the best case scenario. We'll throw a big wrench into any plans Godot had to DFO for sure. But he's also fine to just keep confronting.
Yep, he's going straight for the single.
Say go. 3. Start your turn. Yep.
Going to keep exhausting Starlight immediately to prevent, I don't know, any tricks that might dismiss her while she was still ready.
Mm-hmm. So Godot is out to an early lead. Right, Ara's turn right now.
Oh, I don't even need to do that. Okay. Princess Mask on.
Princess Mask. Okay, that's going to be a DFO? Well, no, it's not. Because, yeah, not a DFO. It's not a face-off because Starlight's exhausted.
It's not a face-off at all.
Yeah.
But it should be a confront.
And it will be a face-off next turn if Godot confronts.
I'm used to seeing a line of it now.
And also doesn't do anything to the changeling.
Because they're dumb.
No.
That at least gets that done.
So I think this is the second time we've seen Pharynx wearing the Princess Mask, but a different Pharynx.
Yes. I'm trying to think. So that blue-purple deck is like, I don't think it has a whole lot of one-cost stuff in it. It is going to be somewhat vulnerable to, well, it is going to probably have to bite a significant cost to get through Chrysalis, especially so with a Wink in play now.
Even bigger cost, suddenly.
Yeah, he is at the Unity, so that is +2. And that is, so sorry. Chrysalis, yeah, does she only, yeah, she only doubles the true cost, not the modified cost, right?
She must only touch the cost.
Yeah.
If you pay 2 more to play something, that doesn't make it cost 2 more.
Yeah, so a hypothetical 2-cost card would cost 6 if he tried to play it right now.
Which is a lot.
Which is a lot. And a 3-cost card would cost 8.
Which which is more than he has, unless he exhausts Starlight first.
Yes.
So I will spend 2 for 1 a bet.
That's how
Ooh.
that works. Yeah.
That is how that works.
Sure. Yep.
A 0-cost card costs 2.
All right. Winked again. One is only a static +2.
Yep. So just
Chrysalis' ability has already been used.
Does make sense. So that second wink is going to be a much bigger deal.
Makes it unlikely that he can play the 2 more cards to
Yeah.
unboost Chrysalis.
Gonna Sapati and Frighten Pharynx. Okay.
All right.
I will exhaust Glimmer for an AT. And as my
Oh, he's going to get there.
Oh yeah, he's going to get there.
as my 3rd card for the turn, I'll play Vigilant. Score phase. Confront.
Sure.
Pretty
Oh.
nice.
Tyrannic Apology will reverse move at least. Yeah.
So no confront, but he has successfully defanged both of the changelings.
Yep.
Turning them both to the wrong side.
it was not giving me the cards I needed, and I was just playing aggro games. Last turn.
Even so, well, Aura could pay the 3 AT to get Chrysalis back. It wouldn't be an awful play. We're still in a low AT regime, and Gatto did just use up all of his.
Yeah. That last turn basically used up 2 turns worth of action tokens, so he can't do that all the time.
Yeah, I saw a summoning bell in his hand. I see another reliving history, which is probably going to be useful. Yeah, he is just going to flip again.
Makes sense.
Because I think
That's another 1 a bet just drawn there.
Oh my goodness, yeah. But even it's not going to be enough to allow him to
Probably not
unflip.
this turn.
Yeah. Like, if you're Aura, you have to be assuming that Godot is just going to, well, maybe move Rainbow Dash. I was kind of expecting him to move up Rainbow Dash to try to confront.
Expecting that, but this is fine too. It gives him more action tokens to go for the big play next turn.
Yep. Right. So yeah, now if you're Aura, you're expecting him, Godot, to go for an, Chrysalis breaking play next turn. But you've got some time now to set up yourself. Two AT.
Yes,
Sorry. Go ahead.
As I just mentioned, Pharynx now has the Unity 5 ability, but not the Unity 10.
Right.
So it has Cherry 1, but can't cancel events.
Bank 2. Pass.
Banking 2. Okay. Saves up. We saw that reliving history in hand. May find time to play it again. Wanna bet? What a play. Although I'm sure Godot would prefer to be using those to score points.
Oh, yeah. But it's always fun when the card you were going to use for one thing comes in useful for something else.
That's a nice play.
Daring
chain of 3 movements there. This is a, let's see, that was 3, 6, 8. Yeah, he is confronting Royal Breakfast right now.
Drawing in the score phase.
No. I'm focused back then.
Now the reveal is mandatory.
Yep, that was 3 cards again.
It is a friend. I hope that choosing to not move.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving score phase.
Is a, I don't, yeah, reliving history doesn't, no, it does.
Send dash home.
Yeah, moving Dash or Starlight home would still be enough.
Over here.
Well, Starlight,
No, Rainbow Dash was at home.
yeah, she was at home, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Starlight was at the other problem. Rainbow Dash was at home.
Confront here. Single confront. Yep.
You're really sure
No.
of that, right?
Headmare came from the other problem.
Right.
Starlight was already there. Headmare came from the other problem, and Rainbow Dash was at home.
Okay. I will let the judge know that.
Because Rainbow Dash had already been sent home by the previous Reliving History 2 turns ago.
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
You played Reliving History? Did it move a card?
Yeah, the dash went back there. It sent dash back over here.
Okay.
Dash got moved over here.
They, for some reason, they think that it should have been sent home, but it sends it to its previous location.
Yeah.
And she was previously there.
Previously here.
Okay, cool. That sounds correct.
Yeah, because you correct me, called me on that because I forgot about where she was. She was
Okay.
home 2 turns ago.
All right.
That's why.
Because
I was being mean to her with that earlier.
Yeah, because I moved her up here and then you moved the glimmer over. Because I moved her up.
Yeah. Because she moved with the.
Yeah, because you reliving history one of these 2 before, because I'd moved it over here. And then you sent it, you reliving history, because I moved the Twilight over here and you're reliving history the Twilight back.
Yeah, and she was over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was trying to mess something up.
Because I was trying to confront with those 2.
Okay. So clearly we had a incorrect assessment of what was where.
My memory must be faulty. It's too late at night.
Yep. You're definitely excused for that. I don't know. So that means that Godot did confront that problem. Mark that.
Yes, Godot would get confronted his own problem only.
Or what should it See, now I don't remember.
I mean, they can look at the. Fortunately, there's a recording. We'll find out later, but that's what we think happened. Troublemaker for one.
All right, Troublemaker, Baronix, that's going to be a face-off at Mystery.
Yeah, that should be enough to cause a single face-off.
3, 6, 8 versus 7. Yeah, Ara's going into this down, but he is behind.
Okay. Score phase attempt?
Should we wait to see?
I don't think. Geez, are they actually going to look at the recording or what?
Oh, no. We are definitely.
They have not said anything else. I'm assuming you're correct.
Okay.
I mean, now I honestly don't remember, so I kind of want to. I kind of want to double check now, just to be sure.
They'd have to look back on the Twitch stream because they won't be able to see that from.
Like, yeah, I don't think there's any.
I don't. Yeah, I think it needs to go to that level.
Okay.
Obviously, they are the ones who are there, and
Do you need an extension for that?
it is to be assumed that they know
Go to
what's going on.
phase. I will levitation fairing spec home. Okay. Well, 2 home since he was playing the problem.
Okay. Pass.
Okay.
There will be no single face off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is okay. So I think we can say now this is going well for Godot. He's definitely got a much heavier board presence. Chrysalis is unflipped.
Yeah, the momentum seems to be on his side.
2. Play another Doctor Who here.
And he looks to be heading for a DFO this turn.
Yeah.
I'll confront here.
Yep.
Which he would be doing without dash, so I don't think it's actually going to make any difference. Ultimately.
All right, 1 bonus point. Let's take us to 6.
When mystery is solved, I'm going to search for.
Yeah, search first, then shuffle, then new antique store.
I mean, technically, it's search before you find out what the problem is going to be.
Technically, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, oh, sorry. Thought that was a blackmail for a second. It's an unreasonable demand. Still not an awful problem.
I always look at unreasonable demands and think it's blackmail.
I think it'd be interesting to have a dilemma that functioned like Xerox. Like a dilemma that allowed you to choose a problem in play and gain that problem's text.
Oh, yeah. Be good if you have got a blackmail.
Mm-hmm.
Start of the turn, Glimmer.
All right, so from Mara's perspective, what's the card he's looking at? Quite catch it. But 4AT, Troublemaker's going to flip over. I also did not catch what that Troublemaker is going to be.
There's not very many options.
Sirens or Starlight or...
Oh, it must be.
Or it must be, that's right. All of them pretty reasonable. Right, must be, okay.
Its text won't be mattering much in this game, but it's just there as a blocker.
Mm-hmm. 5 power, 0 points. Not bad at all. Oh, right. I didn't even notice that the new antique store allowed Godot to proc both of those Doctor Who's. That is a...
Oh, that's a nice play.
Yeah, he's automatically able to confront over there. That does give Aura a chance. Like, if he... It gives him the opportunity to maybe single face off over there. He can get a single face off without Godot having actually confronted the problem.
Yep.
Which is a way to catch up.
And it allows him to send both of the Who's as home without getting rid of his own arrow must be.
If he can generate 5 power with 4 AT.
Move that. 2 for local fashion.
Which he can.
Well, that's a local fashion. That's not a...
Oh,
yeah.
What does that do again?
That's the vexing white resource.
Oh.
Which is, yeah. So that is one confront block.
That is a confront.
Whatever. Oh well. Too late.
Oh, is it?
Your phase attempt.
Oh, right,
Because
because
it also reduces the requirement on Arrowcat's side.
right, yeah, huh. Well, okay.
You're up. One.
Losing that face off is not what you want,
Unfortunate.
Mono blue and copper might actually be an issue.
Of course, when you confront by reducing the requirement, that doesn't increase your power in face-offs, like having more power would.
And oh, just getting a new antique store again. That
It
is.
seems like you might have been better served by just moving both phalanxes.
That one on the bottom. Put those two on top.
And yeah, Godot
And
just
of course,
gets them back again.
well, as I said about the move the Doctor Who's home, I did think unless he gets another new antique store.
Yeah. Moving them over there is also, yeah, gives him, so he's got 4 free to
Yeah, he's
try to
gonna have
go
a
for Ramasby.
quick crack at Aaron Musby.
I'll keep that there. I will opt not to use either of the move triggers.
It's a shame that the cards he's moving free are not friends that have something else 1 power less than them. Prop Rainbow Dash.
That's true, yeah. He needs, well, either 1 power or ways to put some counters on those Doctor Who's. Because these 2 colors are notorious for all their +1 power counters.
4 and 5.
That is, no, those are both 5s, so that's a loss.
Yep, down by 1.
Sure. See a friend with a resource on it, get rid of it.
We're gonna 2.
Yep.
Dash up here.
Dash to take one of your 2s, yeah.
You'll be like, why is there an unsleeved storm warning in my box?
Either is reasonable. It depends whether he plans to move the other 2 by abilities later.
Final placements are now destroyed down the board.
Daring do up. Spending 1.
That's Swift. And I see, what is that in his hand? I see Night Glider.
Daring do paying for her own movement.
Still such an efficient card.
Pass turn. Start of turn. No exhaust them for any
Hints of the attention-seeking behavior was a good trick. So,
What time was our reservation?
I don't know. We'll take a look.
There's another Pharynx that Arcat just drew. He's in a rough spot.
Yep, he's slowed Godot down with that Troublemaker, but he's not stopped him altogether. And he's got quite a point deficit.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, he's got to confront unreasonable demands, because starting face-offs is just too risky at this point. Thing is, Godot's got that Meticulous in play, so he can have that 4 AT face-off with that 4 versus 5 face-off with Ramasby again if he wants.
Yeah. And keep doing that until he gets through.
But he's going to elect to put both on the...
No, he's going to both on the bottom.
Yeah, so, all right.
I'll spend 2 to move Greta up to here.
Okay, Greta dragging Doctor Who's. Yeah, okay, so he's prepping to do it next turn.
That's fine.
3 for a changeling can change to challenge
Or do it this turn.
Challenge now.
Why not? 7 on 5.
Going in 2 ahead.
and remains ahead.
That's a win.
Okay. On 8 points, so this will be
First time in years I've seen
3 points.
you can change used for that particular mode.
Played that way.
Score phase.
Well, do not forget that that's what the card says.
Yep.
You can found troublemakers with it.
Points. Get an ATF of Daring Do. Confront here. Point. Face off.
Seems to have been a useful mode for it this time.
I believe that takes him to
Spotting
11.
that double confront.
Or maybe I am. His score slider says 10, so I guess that's where
It
we're.
does currently. Has he counted the face-off already?
Yeah, you are correct.
I've been having to do that all tournament. It's been really messing with my brain.
6.5 minutes remaining.
Surprise takeoff.
Perhaps I was just miscounting.
I will.
Arrow seems to be setting up 4 action tokens for next turn, so probably still 10.
Alright, we will go with 10 then.
There you go. Start of your turn, I will go to.
Okay. Game 4.
That gives us 20 minutes to wrap this up. Sorry.
Alright, so
I'm not worried.
4 AT from Ara. Wait.
I mean, we'll need to run like.
What did he do with the unreasonable demands?
I think he replaced it with another one.
But it was solved. Did he banish something?
That Doctor Who's at the top of the screen is sideways, so I'm
Okay.
assuming that's banish instead of discard.
There we go. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay. 12, 13, 14.
So Ara's deck has the ability to play aggro with all those changelings. But, well, right now that would just be a race. And Godot's deck is also
A race that he is losing.
quite capable of playing aggro, yes. Unfortunately, I don't think he has any more troublemakers in his hand.
Yeah, I don't think Arakat can win this with aggro alone. He will need some ways of slowing Godot down.
I thought for sure the fact that I didn't have an answer for your
Move, play, they get.
But you didn't draw a lot of bonus before I did.
How does this mess work?
Very important.
Those were both. It's +2 to both of them, right? Which
It's +2 to both of them, and then also Pharynx gets doubled.
Yeah. So 8 and 4. That's right.
Score phase confront.
I did as well as a Puckwudgie deck.
So did everyone else.
4.
Oh, really?
All right. So yeah, well, if Godot is indeed a 10, which I guess is what we're going with, then there's only 4 points on the board right now, unless he's got a dilemma in hand.
4 minutes remaining.
I might be wrong on having taken out Pip.
Triple confronts are always difficult, even if you do have the dilemma.
Unless you're yellow, generally. Yellow always has been the better color at confronting many, many problems. But this should be, with our out of AT, this should be a fairly straightforward, well, I don't know about straightforward DFO. It is 7 to confront over there. Unreasonable. Easy single confront, though.
Wait, so I'm top 4?
And single confronting this turn would be a fine play. Get yourself to 11, so that next turn the DFO does win you the game.
There should be a double in here. Because of the agile at his own problem.
Ah, right. Yeah, good point. Yeah. Oh, and ultimate organizers. Yeah.
And-
So
Okay, in this case, Ultimate Organizers will do that instead, perhaps.
well, he could even just
Glimmer over here.
yeah.
Move to score phase. Confront.
I don't think he's going to double because he hasn't got anything for 4 power that can move.
Right. But he can get one more AT from exhausting the Glimmer at home.
Start of your turn. I'll
Okay, no. He is just going to set up for next turn.
Pretty reasonable.
And yeah, if you're Aura, I mean, does he have any tricks? A reliving history would be useful. I don't know if he's got it though.
I really do like that we can all just say, I did as well as the Puckwudgie. Puckwudgie and Pauper does make a lot of sense, honestly. For real.
I mean, well, I
Yeah.
forgot that Goldie Delicious.
And we did hear that we were pretty close up on time.
From EO?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tutor one of your critter friends out of your deck exhausted.
Any critter.
Any critter. Any critter you have.
But yeah, well, if you're Aura, if you have any way to stop him from winning, obviously you have to save AT to be able to play that.
I see where this is going now. I mean, I may use
Yep, that's what you have to figure out in Aracat's seat now.
I've got that to deal with.
crazy Puckwudgie.
Godot is set up, able to win next turn if you don't stop him.
Banish ultimate organizers.
Okay. It's going to
That's
work for
stop.
the banish, yep.
Trombone. Yeah, banish.
Can I see the...
Sad trombone.
It's like
I mean, that plus the katana sleeves. Correct.
Alright. And for the confront?
it's like
Or wait. Yeah, 246. That is a confront, yes?
Yep, that'll be a good one.
pass.
It's only 6 on his own side.
Saves 1 AT. Threatens the reliving history.
Meticulous. I will leave it on top.
He has already used 2, so... But it's always possible he draws all 3 copies.
Interesting, he left it on top but didn't proc the Doctor Who's move.
It's possible he wants to move a 3 power friend as his first move.
Mm-hmm.
That's time. Or soft time.
Move to score phase. Yep.
Or base. Yep, here we go.
Confront for a point.
Front and agile.
Gain an AP off of daring do. Spend 2.
No?
Or, yeah,
Yeah,
just
but the
do
two
that and,
Works too.
yeah. I mean, may as well copy it with your Twilight at home, right?
Rainbow Dash will bring.
Unless you're literally moving everything anyway already.
It's moving enough anyway that...
Oh wow. Yep.
To confront here.
Yep.
Alright. I believe that'll do it, yep.
And that will complete the game.
Alrighty.
Good game to Godot.
Absolutely. Seemed like a pretty good deck he's got together there.
No, I'm gonna banish the other hooves.
Banish it post game.
Yeah.
Moral victory.
Banishing it to the like
Shadow Realm.
yes.
So yeah, that was all 4 rounds. We didn't see Ivory's list. I guess, well, yeah, and we saw ours twice. So there was one other list we didn't get a chance to look at then as well. But we'll see in the results that come out after the tournament, of course.
There must be 2 others we haven't seen. Because there's 9 players and we've seen 7.
Yeah, Ivory's and somebody else.
No.
Okay.
He beat me.
That was my sideboard.
Mono blue lost to mono blue.
Yeah, he beat me too.
Those were not going to do anything against you, like at all.
Yep. Blue, the color of movement that never pays 2 to move things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 2 is already too much to be spending on movement. Why would you spend 5?
Yeah.
Technically, they could push me out if one of them gets 3-1.
No, I'm doing
So-
The only reason I have a win is because I got a buy.
We will wait up a little bit.
Yeah,
See if we get the standings given to us. But otherwise, that is going to be the last round of play.
Well, there was an attempt.
So we hope that everybody enjoyed that.
Staying together. This is not staying together. This is a bad day.
I'm doing this again next year.
Oh, well.
Our cat's already had enough of this deck.
I'm going to blame this on the traderlings. I'm going to try to blame this on the traderlings. I don't think I'm going to succeed.
I placed him in the barrel? Okay, that's nice. Train has 0 power. I guess you time walked me.
I mean, you can play that same barrel.
All right. So yeah, we will give you the standings here quickly.
I think you're onto something.
As our head judge sends them over to us.
Friendship?
Friendship? Printing this friendship?
But yeah, we saw a good mix of
Something. Are we trying to figure the bracket out?
some aggro, some
They're over there trying to.
well, no true control, but some
For you in a moment.
slower decks.
Yeah, there was some decks that had more control in them than others.
It's the bracket, I think.
Nothing truly hard.
And some madness, as we had some broken strategies.
I mean, we had a complete lockout from one deck, but
Here we go. Quick zoom here. There we go. Autofocus gave it to us. So there we go.
In first place, we have GP.
Dark.
so we have
We have Ivory and Kevin.
Yes.
a tie, including the tiebreaker.
We have Bugle. And
we
that's
have-
all at 3-1.
4 players all on 3-1.
We have
Yeah.
in fifth place Sokol. 6.
There are
7th Max.
multiple tiebreakers. I'm pretty sure that can officially come into play. Up to and including eventually just random draw. So
Did you? Oh no, you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any. What level Ivory and Kevin have been tie broken.
Not ninth, so
Right.
you can't.
But yep, that is the official classification.
So,
You're technically not ninth.
I can because I know what the tiebreakers for this are.
Okay.
And at this point, it's random.
Okay, so what you're saying is.
I hand you
Okay, that's fine. I'm good. Okay, cool.
All right. So that is, I think, going to be the conclusion of the Pauper stream for today. In fact, I'm pretty sure they just took it offline.